Welcome to Sphinx City, gang. This metropolis is full of wonder, magic, and opportunity. But like any major city, lurking in the shadows are those vying for power and control, by any means necessary. They say money is the root of all evil, and that couldn't be more true than in a place like Sphinx City. The mysterious figures pulling the strings are willing to do anything to enact their plan. But they didn't account for one thing. There are 3 individuals living in Sphinx City who work for a top-secret organization called No One. They're not going to allow their city to be taken advantage of so easily. These agents are about to be hard at work following a trail of blood and money. But they don't realize just how deep this path leads. Will they be able to put a stop to it and save Sphinx City? Only one way to find out.
Hey, gang, and welcome back to another episode of Sphinx City. I'm Justin. I'll be your dungeon master for this series, and I'm joined today, as always, with the whole gang being here. Lovely, lovely. Let's go around and do some introductions.
All right, I'm Taylor. I play Jaster.
I'm Dale. I also go by Death Breath. I play Belkor Belkor the Butcher Ironbelly, a dwarf fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm Sean. I play Ewland J. Berry. The J stands for Julian.
It does. That's canon. We found that out during a fun little lunch date between Ewland and Jax,
Jax.
the chief's stepson and the
Love him to death.
de facto secretary of the police department.
Really the glue that holds the whole precinct together.
I miss him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, we have a whole episode ahead of us. Who knows if Jax will show up once again, because we're almost done with the series, gang. I mean, this is episode 7 out of 8. So things are starting to wrap up. We have a ton of clues and stuff like that. But let me do a tiny little recap. And again, you can catch all these on our YouTube. And then there's Sean. I'm so it's okay.
Damn it, Sean.
You can catch all of these on our YouTube, and there's also audio versions available on the podcast, and they're coming out as fast as I can dish them out, but bear with me. So, a little bit of a recap. After our gang, our merry men of secret agents working for No One, defeated the corrupt detectives of the Sphinx City Police Department, they called in the custodian, a pixie woman who cleaned up the crime scene, went back to go see Trinculo, and went to Madame Musk's, got a little bit more info and some magic items. Then we finally got to experience the Good Luck escape room, of which Gwen, Belkor's lovely wife, joined us, and there were slippery bottles, there were bananas, there were bags of sugar, watermelons. It was a hoot. You had to be there. We found out that the meeting place between the detectives and the romance realtors, Leo Linetti, Paolo Marzipan, and Manfred Dubois, was none other than in the sewers. In this sort of sewer city, we'll call it, beneath Sphinx City, where shitcoin reigns supreme. It is the primary and solo form of currency available there, although for 5 gold pieces, you could get your hands on a shitcoin.
One single shitcoin.
That is the conversion rate currently. It may change. You know how these things work. You know how crypto works, Taylor.
To the moon!
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, pumpkin.
Not you, Jaster, the character. Taylor, the person.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
the blockchain?
Yeah, totally. I'm
Right.
swimming in crypto.
I could tell by your face that is true. We met a crocodile lizard folk individual named Victor. And it was interesting because the entire population of Sewer City was these crocodile individuals. They pointed you in the right direction to head towards a temple, an open air temple inside of the sewers, where you managed to catch the romance realtors, Leo, Paolo, and Manfred, who, right as the combat kicked off, joined forces, grabbed hands, and morphed into a terrifying horned Minotaur Sphinx amalgamation, kind of disgusting creature, all the wrong parts. And through a pretty intense battle, defeated them as they like ununited and became their separate parts once again. And that's kind of where we ended off. But I just want to do another episode 7. It's been a long time. We've been playing this for weeks. I just want to go over some of the big clues one more time, just to refresh not only our players, but also the chat as well. So it all started on a Tuesday. No, I'm kidding. So it all started with Dr. Monotream, a mad scientist platypus doctor who was a former employee at Golem University, the assistant head of the biochemistry department, was in charge of kidnapping people and turning them into zoo animals using some sort of strange polymorph-like arcanotech. We know that the corrupt detectives were being paid to ignore this. They were also put onto a silent alarm system. That way, they would be the first ones to get a call if anything were to go down there. We know that the romance realtors are also involved in this. They're buying up property left and right. Most of the time, they're flipping it for the quickest dollar, but they've also been buying up a lot of residential properties recently and keeping them. Then we have the fact that they've been getting samples from the crocodile people inside of Sewer City, claiming that they were blood tests of some kind. Then we have 2 more entities, AstralZeneca, connected to a Dr. Avanasti, the head of research and development at the pharmaceutical company. And we have Excelsior, the CEO, who is David Fizzlebang, is also connected. Now, I may have missed a couple little clues here and there. There's a bunch of little things throughout the series so far. But we find ourselves inside Sewer City. The deceased bodies of the romance realtors are on the pavement near this temple. What would you all like to do in this moment?
Can I check their pockets?
Yeah, I was
See if
going to
there's
say,
any, like any
Yeah.
like notes or something?
I would like to do
For
goblin
sure.
shit. And
When the
steal all
Sphinx
their
died,
things.
did they all like demorph, or are they just?
They did. Yeah,
Okay.
no, they all separated. So you can each like check one body, we'll say. We'll say each of you
Okay.
grab one. Doesn't necessarily matter who, but you each grab one and go ahead and make investigation checks.
God.
14.
14.
16.
Better than a
16.
16. Hold on.
Okay.
22.
Not a competition, but
Oh.
22. Okay, fantastic. Okay,
Sorry,
cool.
John.
Slightly more than 16. You're
Little more.
absolutely
A
right.
little more.
Each of you find 120 gold for
Hell yeah.
each of you and a common healing potion. So that's
Now-
just standard right off the bat for each of you.
Is this 120 gold or is this 120 gold in shitcoin?
It's 120 gold.
Oh, let's just convert it in.
Yeah. You would have to convert it if you're interested in doing any shopping inside Sewer City. But here's what we also find. Jaster. I'm going to say that you're checking out Manfred Dubois. I kind of have it interchangeable, so it doesn't make a huge difference, but it's very important. You're checking Manfred Dubois. Here's what you find. First thing, you see on his cell phone, the most important thing, there is a text to an individual L.Ka, K-A-A.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize that as being Laura Ka,
Yep.
although I don't believe you guys have figured out where she connects to everything specifically. I don't think that has been an area
the names
of
come up a
investigation.
couple of times.
Yes.
I'm trying to find it. in
But
the
okay.
notes. Okay. Lorca.
So you find this text between Manfred and Laura Ka,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, "The final invention is almost done. That mad scientist's work has been a huge help. I know the doc and the boss will be pleased."
Is there anything that would lead me to believe the mad scientist is in reference to the
Monitoring.
Or
monitoring?
Dr. Avanasti.
I think
Oh,
based on the fact that mad scientist and the doc are in the same like collection of sentences,
Mhm.
you can ascertain Mad Scientist refers to Dr. Monitoring.
Monitoring, and then Doc is Dr. Avenasti.
Presumably,
That's
Dr.
what most
Avenasti.
of the other like correspondence that we've gotten has referred to him as the Doc. So okay,
Yeah.
And Laura Ka's name came up earlier on Adams's Detective Adams.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay,
Yeah, she's
So
definitely whoever she is and whatever her deal is, she's definitely connected. So you find that big important text. The final invention is almost done. So there's a little bit of a time crunch. You also find one of those, you know, those like pocket staffs, like those little tiny things where you just like click a button and a quarter staff
I want one
pops
so
out
bad.
of it.
I want one so bad.
Yeah. You find one of those.
Nice.
Ooh.
You find a quarter staff +1.
Okay. Guess what, guys?
So-
staves are weapons.
Obviously, you can pop it before combat starts or anything like that. Otherwise, it's just 5 feet of movement, just to pop up and shoot it out.
Okay. Cool.
Now with this quarterstaff, ready? It gets better. You do have to attune to it. When you attune to this quarterstaff +1, you can get up from prone using only 10 feet, and on a hit, you can choose to do half damage to try and knock them prone.
Okay.
And it's against your key save DC. It's a strength save.
Nice.
So it should be 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom.
Okay. So it's just like would be my normal.
Yes. Yeah. Your key stuff.
Dope.
Absolutely. So you're kind of choosing. So even if you fail if like they beat your save DC, they don't go prone and you still did half damage. So which kind of, so that's the trade-off is you're doing less damage, but you could knock them prone.
Which then, I mean, it's kind of worth the trade.
Yeah.
I mean,
Depends.
I would, because, I mean, once they're prone, then I can just freaking ground and pound them.
Yeah. Then you get advantage on all your hits. Who knows?
Straight up MMA.
If you're up close.
MMA, just throwing elbows.
Plus, like some things naturally just like won't be able to go prone. That they're like immune to being prone.
Right.
So like picking and choosing your targets and stuff. Who knows? Euland, you are checking out Paolo, the Aarakocra, the parrot Aarakocra. You find a check, a check that doesn't seem to have been or maybe it was cashed. I guess you don't really know. It's just a check. Like you know, it's to Paolo, or rather to the Romance Realtors, not just specifically to Paolo. It's to the Romance Realtors company from Excelsior.
Mm-hmm. And
In the little note, it says commission.
Okay.
It's like it's easily like 250,000 gold. It's like an insane amount.
Whew. All right.
And then on the back, you notice that it has written in handwriting, in like, it just says the day it all began.
Oh, okay. Is
And
there
so,
a date on
yes,
this?
all checks need a date. Yeah, absolutely. And you find what you're using currently, a Warhammer, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You find a +1 Warhammer.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Now,
Okay.
once per day,
Justin's trying to fatten
You
us
pull
up
out-
before
you-
he kills us.
you pull out this before the culling.
Right.
You pull out this short-handled, has like a massive head of a hammer on top. On one side of it looks like it's only meant to be hit on one side. Like the other side doesn't look functional in that regard.
Sure.
You see these like jet boosters, these like rockets on
Yeah.
one side of the hammer. And so once per day, you can activate those rocket boosters to power a hit. When you do that, 2 things happen. 1, you crit on a 19 or a 20.
Nice.
Okay.
And even if you don't crit, regardless, like as long as you hit, It does 2d6 extra fire damage.
Jeez, so then on a
Alright.
crit, that would be 4d6 plus
That's
normal
fantastic.
Warhammer damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now you need to take a long rest in order to do it again,
for sure.
unless
Oh.
you're willing to pump 10 of your own hit points into it.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Guys, he's going to kill us next week. He's going to straight up murder us next week.
I'm looking forward to trying
They're
to
not
die.
gonna do anything. You will all kill yourselves because
Oh God, we're gonna be charmed.
I have plans.
Oh,
yeah, right.
God, the,
Lots of dominate
the
persons left and
nightmare.
right.
the
Oh,
nightmare is
yeah.
coming.
So that's what
Command
you
me,
lead
Dungeon
with.
Daddy. Sorry, I had to go on.
Amazing. No, that's good. Belkor, you are checking Leo Linetti, the Tabaxi lion folk. You find on their phone a text to David Fizzlebang, the CEO of Excelsior. That text is in reference to, I'm kind of going to paraphrase, it is in reference to a partnership or a deal set up between all of the residential properties that Romance Realtors has been buying up with Excelsior Prime accounts. Like setting them up, like if you get a property like that, it could be another advertising tool of being like, hey, when you move in here, you automatically get Excelsior Prime. It's just part of the rent, essentially.
Can you take that off? I'll just take $14 off my rent, please.
Sorry, it's worked in.
Damn.
It's worked
It's a
in. It's all
bundle.
part of it.
It's a
Yeah,
bundle. You got to get the bundle.
Nope.
What do you mean you don't want phone and cable?
I had never used a landline ever. You're going to get a landline and you're going to like it.
Freaking me with Xfinity.
Bro.
Oh no.
Seriously.
Never again.
Hold on.
Anyway,
Hopefully
continue.
they could be listening. Let's. So, and then you also find a +1 longsword.
Nice.
Now, this longsword, you pull it out of a sheath on his like waist. It looks like a almost cartoonishly large chef's knife. Like one of those really nice, solid piece of metal. The metal is the handle and the blade, and it's all like worked in. And it's perfect, like rocking. You could chop so many things. You could like debone a fish. It has multi-uses, but it's long. Not a short sword. It's a long
It's a
sword.
long
so
sword.
It's just this massive,
Yes,
like Ginsu knife. You could cut through a tomato
There's a weapon
so
like that in
easy.
Elden Ring. It's one of my favorites.
It's the what's her
giant
name? One of the
butcher's cleaver.
invaders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The giant
I
cleaver
just watched
or
a video
whatever.
on that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you got this. Now here's what's up. Two things. Anytime you crit with this, that creature's movement is cut by half until the like end of their next turn. And you picked up the chef feat, right?
Yes.
One of those things, doesn't it say that you can make a certain amount of like snacks or meals during a short rest or something like that?
Yeah, and then it gives advantage or it adds
Like temporary hit points or something? I forget exactly what it does.
Quick. Alrighty. First of all, it increased my constitution. Well, I chose wisdom. Score by 1 to a maximum of 20. That usual thing. Gain proficiency with cooked utensils if you don't already have that proficiency. As part of a short rest, you can cook special food provided you have the ingredients and the cooked utensils on hand. You can prepare enough of this food for a number of creatures equal to 4 plus your proficiency bonus. At the end of a short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends 1 or more hit dice to regain points regains an extra d8 of hit points. With 1 hour
Incredible.
of work, or when you finish a long rest, you can cook a number of treats equal to your proficiency bonus. These special treats last 8 hours after being made. A creature can use a bonus action to eat one of the treats to gain temporary hit points equal to your
such
proficiency
a
bonus.
fun feat. Oh my god.
I know. I know, that's why.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
It's very fun. So, as long as you are attuned to this chef's knife, the long rest one specifically, the meals that cost a bonus action or temporary, you said you can prepare as many as your proficiency bonus.
Yes.
And then this chef knife gives you an extra 1. So your
Okay,
proficiency
cool.
bonus plus 1 after long
I just
rests.
want to see Belkor in the kitchen with this giant ass knife, like having 2-hand cut stuff.
Fucking food wars in here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Now,
Incredible.
Justin, real quick, I don't know if you mentioned anything about needing to attune to my warhammer.
You do need to attune
Okay.
to your war.
These are all, probably all the weapons are.
I was
attuned,
assuming, yeah. Just want to
Yeah.
make sure.
It's all good. I've got the
Great
attunement
question.
slots.
Yeah, everybody should have the attunement slots, I would think,
Yeah.
at this
Well,
point.
I mean, I'm
But-
an artificer because like I can make stuff that would take up slots, but
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
'cause,
For
like,
sure.
I have 2 now. I have 1 slot open.
Nice. But yeah, that's what you
All
guys
right,
find on
cool.
those dead bodies.
That's
120
so cool.
gold pieces, a healing potion each. Each of you gets a new magic weapon, and 1 clue each, essentially. All even. It's all even.
So this is something I've wanted to try with one of these expandable bow staff things, but I really I want to try and see if I can because like the way that it kind of works is there's like a little pin, you flip the pin and then you let it go and it goes whoosh, like extends out.
Mhm.
I want to put it on my palm, flip the pin, and see if I can like launch it at something and do an attack that way. I mean, mechanically, it's not going to make a difference, but I just kind of want to see if like I want to do
Yeah, I wish I could answer that question in real life. What I can tell you is that you can roll a dice and we can see what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna go find like a street, like a stop sign or something that I like. It's got like a target maybe, or I guess we're in the sewer, so it wouldn't really.
Yeah,
be,
I mean,
like,
there's a
stop
bunch of
sign.
like broken. Yeah, the temple area isn't in a ton of use, so there's
Okay.
easily stuff around.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'll find an ugly bust or something and try to ping it off the head.
Yeah, there's a statue.
Got
I
a 2.
want to.
Got a 2 on the die.
Got it too.
So
Yeah.
I go to do it, it flips off, and then it like launches out of my hand, but it's really just, this is not a good platform to launch anything from. And it goes past, like swings past the bust, goes off and like skitters into the darkness. And I'm like, crap. go rummage around looking for it.
Go get it. I love that for you. Amazing. Well, we're in the sewers. There was talk of going back to talk to Victor afterwards and check out there was mention of some shops, there's a museum, there's a couple other things going on in Sewer City. If you're interested in doing that, or we can head topside and
So what do you think
Do
the
some investigations
odds
or something.
are that this is to the party? What do you guys think the odds are that the people down here will have any additional information regarding Lauren Ka or anything like that down here?
I mean, they mentioned that as far as I know, all they mentioned was they had blood donations.
Doing the weird
or
blood
blood
tests,
checks.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Might be worth looking around. There's a museum down here too.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
If anything, I'm curious about what the realtors were doing at this temple. Why this temple? Does it have any significance?
That's a good question. Can we do some kind of a check to ascertain that, maybe?
Maybe like a
Justin?
religion check, maybe.
Yeah, history. Look around. See if there's anything on
yeah,
it.
without going to the museum, like just looking around.
Just looking around
the
while
temple
we're
and
here.
stuff.
Yeah, while we're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it could be religion, history. Those would be the 2 main ones.
Religion.
I'm gonna do history.
Okay. 14. 17 on religion.
17 on religion.
I will do history as well because my intelligence efficient though.
Belkor, was that a nat 20?
It was.
Incredible.
That's good because I got a 3
There you go.
for a total
Okay.
of 6. Or here we go, 6.
Incredible, Wolverine.
Man.
So with a religion check, Euland, you're not sensing a traditional religion being worshipped in this temple, but rather worship not in a deific sense of like I'm worshiping a deity who has all powerful or is all knowing or something like that. It's more like a memorial, worshiping not worship is a really strong word, but like revering an important historical figure to Sewer City specifically.
Okay.
And getting closer to this crocodile-faced, like Buddha-like posed figure. Only Buddha-like in the sense of the pose. No other connection whatsoever. But is in like a meditation pose. And what languages does Belkor and Yulin speak?
I speak Common Elvish Orc.
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Sylvian, or Italian, as we flavored it.
Very true. Very true. Sylvan is Italian. Molto bene. So, yeah, there's a plaque near the base of this statue, but it's in a language that you don't think that you could understand.
Okay.
And Belkor, with a nat 20 on history, you're looking around at all the different iconography that is in this temple area. It seems like this is a shrine to one of the earlier, it's hard to tell exactly, but like maybe the first crocodile person who lived in the sewers, the founder of Sewer City, potentially, something along those lines. You're having the same trouble with some of the engravings being in a language you don't understand, but you think that this particular temple is just not known by a lot of people, especially above ground, and therefore it's a good like drop off point. Do you know what I mean? Like you could just behind a corner or something like that. You could
like a
hide a
hole
little
in the wall.
package.
Oh, okay. I see what
Yeah,
you're
you
saying.
could like hide a package or something like that, and then have a different crew jump in and like grab the package.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
you're not gonna get like
Is what-
it's a drop off point kind of thing. Yeah.
So now that I figured that out, could I search the area in case the realtors may have dropped off a package to pick up later?
Yeah, absolutely. Make an investigation
I
check.
am proficient in investigation, and if Belkor says, "Hey, let's look for secret, sneaky drop points," can I make an investigation check as well?
You may. Sure.
That die is dead to me.
I got a 13.
13. Coming up short. Not finding any specific drop off points.
Nat 20, baby, for a 26.
There it is.
Nat 20. Okay. Jaster, everyone else is looking around, religion, history checks. They're kind of looking at all the different symbols and architecture and stuff. You're bored. That's not your jam. Who cares? You do stumble upon there's like a little shiny thing off in a corner, and it just glints a little bit, and you're like, oh, shiny thing.
Shiny. I like shiny.
And as you go and check it out, you find a single like metal and glass test tube that seems to be filled with blood.
I found a dirty syringe. No.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Hold on, I put a little on my finger and taste it.
Specifically not a
It's sugar.
What a wild man! What an absolute wild man!
Kidding. That's what everybody does when they see blood, right? They
Be negative.
oh,
Blood.
Okay.
incredible.
A ampule of fluids. Bodily grossness. All right.
hey.
Guess I'll stash this somewhere. I'll, like, put it.
I got a bag of holding.
I got my bag of holding's probably safer because it's like an extra dimensional space. Let's stash it there rather than in the mundane backpack where it just gets smashed and then blood will be all over my backpack. I appreciate
Exactly.
You got a little
Yeah.
red on you.
that. Yeah. Ooh.
Gross.
All right.
Incredible. So yeah, you guys feel like you've exhausted all of the potential clues that are in this temple area.
Okay.
Are you trying to find an exit topside here near the temple, or are you kind of backtracking your steps a little bit?
Well, do we want to maybe convert some of our found gold into shitcoin?
I think the city, sewer city, deserves a second real quick.
Yeah.
Again, while we're here.
While you're here. Well, you go back to Sewer City, and upon entering that city again, a little bit of commotion. There's all kinds of different crocodile people of various ages walking around. Some have shops. They're shouting out different things that they have for sale and stuff like that. You see a food stand that is selling all different kinds of different food culinary options. All of the businesses do say we only accept shitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you see one particular like sign that has like those almost like an old school like carnival, like it has like light bulbs around the sign where it just says like upgrade to shitcoin.
There's a bunch of those light up arrows
Money broker.
pointing at it.
Yeah, like an eat at Joe's.
Right. But several.
Welcome to the conversion of value.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Jeez.
As you walk up, you see a familiar face standing behind that booth. It's Victor,
Oh,
the
God, that was good.
lizard folk who was speaking to you before.
Well, look who it is. Hey guys. How did your little, I don't know, prayer or whatever you guys did at the temple, how'd that go?
I'm barely alive, right? Yeah, I got fucked. From the French.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to
It
say
was,
it, but you guys look bad.
Thanks, guy.
No problem.
Sewer hospitality.
Yeah, that sewer. They're
All
not
right.
polite, but they are nice.
That's the East Coast way.
Right. Yeah. They're not.
That's how we do it on the East Coast. I'll help you move your car if it breaks down in the middle of the road, but I'm going to curse you off for being an idiot as I do it. You know what I mean? That kind of behavior. Whereas people on the West Coast will be like, isn't that a shame that person's broken down? Bummer. I won't stop.
Yeah.
That's the stereotypes anyway. Moving on. So, are you all interested in investing in shitcoin? Now's the time. It's a pretty low ratio right now. It's 5-1. You can get a bunch of shitcoin. Like I said before, my brother, Vernon, he runs the museum. That's an easy in. And then my sister's name is Val. Val runs a little shop where she's selling all different kinds of crazy items. Some are magical, some aren't magical. They do all kinds of crazy things. But it's not cheap. Okay?
What are we talking?
But it's good. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Probably ranging from about 10 to 20 shitcoin, depending.
Okay.
Which again would be 50 to 100 gold. So depends on what you're getting. And then you gotta check out my cousin's food place. The best shish kebabs. The rat is cooked just perfectly over the charcoal fire. It's real
I'm a
good.
goblin. I don't give a shit.
And that's just one of their dishes. They got all kinds of stuff.
Thank you, Boo.
Hell yeah. I think I'm gonna convert 120 gold. So that's 120. Yeah.
Divided by 5.
I don't know where my phone vanished right before the stream started, and I don't have a calculator.
It would be 24.
Okay.
24 shitcoin.
Cool.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
For how much?
120 gold.
120. Yeah.
All right.
It's, yeah, 5 gold for every 1 shitcoin.
It's fading anyways.
Yeah. As you're thinking about that,
It's gonna be electro. I'm
Belkor.
putting it in my inventory as electro.
I was doing the same.
He
30.
is talking to you guys still, and he's like, listen, you guys just got in at the right time too. My sources are telling me shitcoin is about to blow up. It's about to be huge. It's gonna be all people are using eventually. Because I mean, down here it is all we can use, but if we can get it topside, then boy howdy, are we talking. That's when things really start moving.
Justin had an earring go AWOL.
Oh, no.
They were talking.
Whoop.
Hey.
This is what happens when you gauge your ears, kids. Is that even the big loopy ones fall out. Anyway, yeah, he's just talking about how big shitcoin would be if we could get it above ground.
Thanks for the pointers, Vic. I think we're gonna start moseying here to the museum where we'll get some food.
All right. Yeah. Hey, go check it out. You know, I'm telling you though, yeah, you guys made the right decision getting some shitcoin, not just to enjoy the amenities here and everything, but everybody who comes through has been talking about it. Those guys that you were meeting, you said the lion, tigers, or bears, oh my, whatever
the bull and the parrot or whatever.
Yeah. Those ones. They're big into it. They're big into shitcoin, those guys. So
Really,
I'm just saying.
Interesting.
How much are we talking?
Oh, they're like probably the biggest investors in it that I can think of. I mean, I don't know if they're moving stuff for other people and they're just kind of doing the connections or what, but they're down here all the time making conversions. It's good for us, good for business. I don't complain.
This is me just being nosy. What do you do with the gold?
Well, we probably, that's a great question. That's a great question. It's a great question. We got a guy. He works with
the gold things.
Yeah,
Does he also do computers and hacking?
He works for Sphinx.
Computers and hacking. You guys know Emis?
How do you know Emis? Who am I kidding? You're the biggest crypto guy down here. Yeah. That makes sense.
Is down here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense that you would know each other.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He's big on the shitcoin. Not the deepest of pockets, so he's only investing, what he can, but it all counts.
Yeah.
It all counts. But I'll let you guys go. Unless you have other questions for me.
I think we're gonna scoot.
Yeah.
But as we're kind of like walking away, like what could they be using shitcoin? I mean, it's like got to be money laundering, right? Like it got to be.
That's probably something. The dumb scheme, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the residential area they were talking about.
It's
free real estate.
Is it though? I mean, there's people living here.
This place is pretty established. They got an ancient temple.
Anyone before?
Yeah, it's ancient.
Have you ever heard of
how ancient that was?
Have you heard of eminent domain?
Oh man! All right. So what are we thinking?
All joking aside,
are we hungry? Do we want to go to the museum? I know I personally
say we
want to
eat first.
Yeah, let's get a rat kebab.
All right. Yeah, let's go get some food.
Okay. You guys go over and what's another V name?
Victor.
My brain is
Valencia.
We just talked to Victor.
Vance. Vander.
I heard Valencia first. We're gonna go with Valencia.
Okay.
Van Halen.
As you walk over to the food stand, you see one of those, sometimes you can pass by like rotisserie chicken places and you see like the rotisserie chickens like spinning on a thing like
Boston
in a window.
Market, man.
Just rats.
On that tracks.
On large
1000%.
skewers.
How
just
big
going
are
around
these
in
rats?
circle. They're big, but they're not like chicken size, I wouldn't say.
Right.
It's like a Cornish game hen. If you guys are familiar.
Yeah.
It's a squab. It's a squab. So
That's pigeon.
amazing. So that's one of the things they're obviously selling. You see a alligator folk crocodile folk comes to the stand and says, well, how's everybody doing? Welcome to our food stand. I see you're out of towners, but please, I would love to help you guys out.
We heard you got the best rat in the city.
Best kebabs.
Best kebabs.
Oh
Rat
yeah.
Kebabs.
Oh yeah, we definitely got some really good rat shish kebabs. We have soup of the day. Today is sewer soup. We got sewer soup.
What's
We-
in the sewer soup?
I don't
Just
know.
out of curiosity.
Well, it's a family trade secret, but some of the sewer
Sure. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
flavors of the sewer.
Play.
We also
flavors of the
we
sewer.
also do a three-eyed fish and algae chips.
Mhm.
Ooh.
So we
You
got
have a
that
special
going.
today?
Oh, the special today. Thank you for asking. The special for today is actually an escargot with garlic butter reduction, served with a homemade baguette.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll take this. I will take the special.
Fancy. I'll go with the
Okay.
rat, please.
Okay,
You know what?
got it.
I'll do the soup.
Okay, fantastic.
Bold
I like it.
choice.
We're trying a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You guys can handle it. Sort of do it like tapas.
Yeah.
Do it like tapas, where you all try some family style. I like
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Very cool. Okay,
I hit my
That'll
goblin.
just
I will
be-
bite you.
I've been there. I've been there. So that'll just be one shit coin each.
Nice.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
What a deal.
And you all get to experience some of the sewer city's finest cuisine. The sewer soup, Belkor, in your travels, the closest thing you can find to this soup would be sort of a mushroom-based soup mixed with like seaweed and miso.
Oh my god, yes.
And then just
It's
rotten
good.
egg over the whole thing.
Yes, shit.
And
Yes.
then just egg.
With a nice aftertaste of sulfur.
You're right.
Just a touch.
Mwah.
The rat shish kebab, incredible, cooked to perfection.
Look,
It's
guys,
made the way
it pulls
everybody
right
wants their
off.
rat. Medium well done. Incredible. Incredible. Very good. It's
Well
the
done.
seasoning. And as your first bite into it, the skin is crispy.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
It's so crispy, Jaster.
Mm. Love that crisp. The rat skin is really the best.
Delightful.
It's my favorite part. I'm like picking it off and
Yeah.
just the skin.
But it's the part that's bad for you.
But it doesn't matter. Look, we burned a lot of calories today. It's okay. I can cheat a little.
It's okay.
Cheat day.
All right.
And then Euland, you have escargot with a garlic butter reduction and a homemade baguette. It's like half of a baguette, but this is incredible.
All right.
This is some like high quality, could make it anywhere. It's like the kind of food that you eat where you're like, you have to open a restaurant. Like you'll kill it.
Right.
It's really, really good. The snails seem to take on all of the texture and, or rather flavor of the garlic and the butter. The baguette is like really good to dip in. It's
You know, this I could really see this place being the future. I kind of like it down
Good.
here, guys. Once you get used to the smell, it's not so bad.
Can I pull out like a business card out of my apron?
yeah, absolutely.
Pull it out saying like, look, man, you got potential. Damn good potential. Here's my card. Let me know if you...
Valencia takes the card. Oh, all right. Belkor Iron Belly from Little Feywild. Oh, okay. Ritzy stuff. Well, I'll
If
give
you're
you a
ever
call.
interested, now granted, I mean, it's up to you, but I gotta say, that was some damn good soup.
I appreciate
Truly,
that. Thank you very much.
For the palate of the worthy, the royalty, palate of the royalty.
I eat the
I
stick.
really appreciate you saying. Oh, your friend's eating it. Okay. No, that
It's still got
well-
juices in it.
like a chewed popsicle stick.
Yeah,
at the end.
Yeah.
God.
Winners.
Yeah. There's a moment, Belkor, when you and Valencia are talking as she is beginning to just like, in a very nice way, but like is starting to almost like overshare, where she's just talking about like her passions with like using the most local ingredients and heightening what they are possible of, which is why everything on the menu is from the sewer, but just done up a little bit. And yeah, she gladly takes your card and tells you that she'll, if she's interested, she'll definitely give you a call.
Belkor, do you have a name for your restaurant already?
Well, it's not my restaurant. It's
It's the Don's. Got it.
yeah.
Yeah, Osatura.
I was gonna say
Osatura.
you could call it the Butcher's Block.
Oh. That's if I decide to open my
Expansion
own
potential.
restaurant.
There
There's
you go.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
There you
go.
go. There you go.
Your own brick and mortar.
Have Sven take over for me.
Yeah. Sven takes over the
Yeah,
mafia business.
He's been working hard. So with that, you leave the food place. Are you heading towards the shop or to the museum?
I would say the
Let's learn first.
Let's share the
Let's
yeah.
get info first, and then
Let's learn.
knowledge,
Learn, then spend.
Right.
Got it.
the gift shop, if you will.
You head over.
You don't want to get burned out
to-
too much on the shopping, because then your brain's just kind of like tired, and you can't take in any more information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, what if the museum has a gift shop
Right.
and you've already spent all your money? What a shame that
That's
would be.
That's why I got 24 shitcoin instead of just 20.
So you head to the museum. The museum is like any other building here. It's a little ramshackled. It's a little like hodge piece together. And as you enter in this decently large structure, you see that it's not as big as a museum that you're used to seeing, especially above ground in Sphinx City. Those museums are massive. It's some of the biggest buildings, floor print wise. But it looks like there's really like an entry area, like a foyer, and then like 3 wings to potentially go down, 3 different sort of exhibits, if you will. And sitting at the front desk is a crocodile man with dark, scaly skin, dark green, almost blackish, scaly skin, bright yellow eyes, sort of wearing a like tweed sweater vest with a tie, but there's no undershirt. It's just the sweater vest and a tie around his neck. And he's wearing some cut off like denim shorts, like jorts kind of. And he stands at attention as you all enter in and goes, "Oh yeah. Hey, welcome to the museum. How may I help you today?"
We're here to learn.
We're here to learn.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, awesome. Yeah, most of the locals kind of already know this shit. So fantastic. It's been a while. Great. Entry is just 1 shitcoin.
Sure.
That's easy.
Now,
So
are
you all-
these shitcoin actually like they're not physical coins, right? How do we carry the shitcoin around with us? Because it's cryptocurrency.
Smart wallets
Right.
and phone. Gotta be.
Right. Yeah, we'll say
Okay.
that there's an app.
Okay.
There's an app and it's all
We'll tap to
digital.
pay.
Exactly. And you all pay 1 shitcoin, mark that off. And this museum owner or curator, that's the word I was looking for. This museum curator comes around the desk and says, "All right, fantastic. Well, if you'll follow me, I would love to give you the grand tour. We can run through all the different exhibits that we have. There are 3 currently. 1 is always in rotation. These other 2, they kind of switch in and out depending on what sort of part of history we'll be focusing on that month. But I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's a lot of interesting, deep, personal stories that really cut through to the heart of what makes Sewer City, you know? So, if you look over on our left, you'll see a diorama all about that one time that Jeremy cracked an egg for his breakfast and there was 2 yolks inside of it.
Yeah?
That happened.
Oh.
Yeah. Really great. People went nuts
I've heard that's good
when
luck.
that happened.
Huh.
That was a big thing in our local news for a couple cycles.
Is this the permanent exhibit?
No.
Okay.
No,
This is the
This
rotating
is on
one.
rotation.
This is the rotating one.
Okay.
Then we have, this is another one of the rotating ones. There's that one time that Barb and her family, they were going off to school and they saw a rat king. They saw a rat king.
Nice.
Yeah, which you guys are all familiar. I can tell by your expression, you're all familiar with what a rat king is.
I
They
do-
get their tails tangled and
Yeah.
they become a clusterfuck of rodent proportion. Yeah,
Mm.
that's it. Nailed it. Now, interesting thing is that Barb, eventually she had to be put into a psychiatric institution because she started hearing voices, according to what she was saying. Voices from not the Rat King, but from the Rat Queen. Very strange. We all thought that this was impossible.
She's still alive?
Barb?
Mhm.
No, this was, she's 50 years ago,
Okay.
give or take.
So,
But-
just Barb. Just
Barb?
there's
Barb's
just
dead.
been one Barb in all of
Sewer City?
Sewer City's history.
I mean, the Barb that this story is about
right.
is dead for sure.
Okay.
There may have been Barbs before her. There may be Barbs after her. But right now,
There's just this Barb.
population Barbs, 0. All right. Anyway, that's that one time. Here's the big one. This is the piece
The
de
big
resistance.
one
This is what you
time
pay your
this
shit
happened.
coins for.
Right.
Now, this is all about the origin of Sewer City, how it got started. We have to thank our founder, the Basque Mother. And you see a stone sculpture. It almost looks like, are you familiar with, this is a very specific piece of art sculpture, of the, like, Ramus and Remulus drinking from the she-wolf? Like, it's in Animal Crossing, actually, but, like, it's a really specific thing. It has to do with, like, the founding of Rome. It's one of the old school stories
I
of
googled
the
it.
two founders of Rome. They're like, there's a she-wolf and they're like drinking milk from her. It's kind of like that, except it's a crocodile and just 2 baby crocodiles drinking from, I don't even think that's how crocodiles work, but that's what it is.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, Taylor's shaking his head though. I didn't think
Nope.
I was like so sure. I almost gaslit myself being like, maybe crocodile milk. I don't know. Maybe crocodile
Crocodiles or
milk. Maybe.
reptiles.
I guarantee you, I can probably
Crocodile?
find some fan artwork that proves him right.
Okay.
Proves
Yeah.
all of this
We're
right.
talking about IRL in the real world.
Oh gosh.
Hey,
Crocodiles
sorry.
do not
Don't knock
lactate.
it. Don't knock it. Anyway,
The Basque Mother.
Right.
Vernon continues and says, the Basque Mother was the first citizen, the founder of Sewer City, was all alone, ate, and continued to eat, being the apex predator that she was, having no opponents to curb her appetite. She continued to consume and consume other denizens of the sewers beneath Sphinx City, until eventually she had to make a deal with the Rat Queen. Now, part of this story kind of is conjecture, it's oral tradition, it's been passed along. We don't really know how much is fact and how much is just a story. But as legend goes, the Basque Mother made a deal with the Rat Queen. That deal was to make sure that both of the populations would succeed. That the first crocodile would not eat all of the rats.
Okay.
And so this sort of mutual benefit, mutual assured destruction kind of idea, stalemate, was, created between these two powerful matriarchal entities. Time went on. The Basque Mother ended up laying thousands of eggs, creating her own community. A community that continued to flourish and prosper, the Basque Mother living on well beyond what is normal for a crocodile, 350, 400 years, before eventually expiring. Many citizens today still believe that they can hear
the snarls of the Basque Mother when they take a wrong turn down one of the sewer lines. No one's sure if she's just a spirit or still clinging on to life with her mighty claws. But if you guys come next month, we're going to be talking about that one time that Daryl, he did a little jump.
Did he do a kickflip?
You know that kind of, he did a kickflip.
Nice.
He did a kick. It was his first one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spread
So that'll be next
the
month.
word of Mullen down here. It's good to hear.
Any question? Actually, Yulin specifically, give me either insight or history.
Here. Okay. I think I'm going to go with insight. That'll be 16.
16. Hearing about the Rat King, the Rat Queen, rats, you think back to the way that Madame Musk's body moved underneath that black shawl. Something's there.
Oh dear. Okay. Guys, I have a hunch.
Could be unconnected to the main crux of what's happening in Sphinx City,
Right.
but an interesting connection nonetheless.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Do we need to go make a trip to see Trinculo or anything like that to the wrong side?
To the wrong village? Possibly. But you also do know that there's this shop first
Yes.
That's right.
in Sewer City. So unless there's any more questions for Vernon, the museum curator,
What can I ask him what happened to the Rat Queen?
legend only tells us that the Rat Queen never began and never ended. She is a enigma like time itself. A Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail sort of fucking thing.
Only rats.
Rats are weird, dude. I don't get them.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Vance, thanks
Be
for telling
sure
us
to
about
check out the gift shop. There's also a small gift shop. You
Please
pass
tell me I
by
can get a little
the-
miniature of Barb.
There is no sculptures of Barb. However,
I was hoping for a plushie.
yeah. It seems like all they have are really like mugs and t-shirts and like dad caps. Like you're familiar. I know. Everyone's familiar. Like
Yeah.
the kind of baseball cap that a dad would wear.
It's too short. It doesn't quite come all the way down. It's generally like
Yeah.
that.
Instead of a snapback, it's got like a leather strap that goes into like a metal
Uh-huh.
fastener.
Yeah. You got to sit
Yeah.
there and fiddle with it just to get it to move.
Yeah. To get the teeth.
My
to
head
grab
is
it.
this big, and that's ever all it's ever going to be. There we go.
They have all of that just has it just says like Sewer City Museum
Mhm.
on it. Just very generic stuff. Everything costs a shit coin. If you're interested, feel free to mark that down into your inventory.
I don't think I'm interested in
but-
any museum tchotchkes.
You know what? I'll get a mug.
Okay, very good. Put down somewhere in your inventory. Sewer City Museum mug.
Mhm.
You know what? I'll get a T-shirt.
And you grab a t-shirt as well. Fantastic.
I'm going to hang on to my shit coin. Whatever I've got left is going to just go into like the back of my mind. And then hopefully they're right. And hopefully it does explode. But chances are after we take down all these bad guys, it's going to tank because apparently they're probably the only things keeping this coin afloat
Propping it up.
right now. Yeah.
Oh, trouble. Okay.
So you
I-
all head over.
I survived the Museum of Sewer City.
You all head over to the shop run by Val, Victor's sister, and you see that it's a very simple looking stand. It almost looks like farmer's market vibe. Like it's just like a little booth that has like a gazebo top, and there's like things on hangers and like clothing racks and different small things in glass cases and stuff like that around this little shop. And as you're perusing, you see a sort of smaller crocodile folk approach you all, and she has on like a large sun hat, like one of those floppy sort of sun hats. She's wearing sunglasses, even though it's dark down here. And has like a dress on and comes over and she's like, well, hello, welcome to the shop. How can I help you, fine gentlemen?
Really browsing, seeing what the sewer has to offer.
Yeah.
We're down here for the day,
just browsing.
just kind of seeing what's around.
We've been to Madam Must's, trying to see what's available down here.
Oh, all right, fantastic. Well, we have a huge variety here. All different kinds of stuff. We just got some very rare items in. Are you interested in rare?
Always.
Depends on what it is.
We only have so much shitcoin to work with here.
Okay. Listen, I understand. I hope that nothing breaks the bank or anything, but if you are in need of a loan for more shitcoin, you could go talk to my brother Victor. He handles all the monetary things in the city. But here's what we have just got in stock. First of all, look at this. And she pulls off of a like clothing rack a black leather belt, the buckle of which just looks like a collection of smoke, like just ever changing. It stays in the shape of a buckle, but just moves around like always moving smoke. And she says, so this is the shadow belt. Pretty much what happens with the shadow belt is you wear the belt, you attune to it. When you throw a weapon or something like that, it pops back to the belt. So just that way, hey, I got a bunch of daggers. I got to throw my daggers. Throw a dagger. Boom. Pops back to your belt.
Okay.
Infinite ammo.
Could be nice. Could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That one's 15 shitcoin. Then,
Yeah.
well, I got this right here and holds up a single dangly earring that just has a like it almost looks like it's made out of like opal or pearl. It has that sort of like luminescent sort of, it's like white but has like streaks of rainbow kind of like casting through it.
Opalescent.
It looks like a little cast of a crocodile. And it's just like a dangling long earring. And she goes, so this is the crocodile earring, the earring of crocodile. And for 10 shitcoin, you could get this. You put it on, you attune to it. And once a day, you can summon a crocodile. So that's pretty cool. Not like crocodile folk. We're like full human,
Right.
sentient beings with higher thinking. But like a crocodile, like our ancestors. Could be cool.
Okay.
Could be cool.
Could be cool.
Then I got these. What are these? Oh, yeah. These are like lightning gauntlets. It's no big deal. There's just one big glove you kind of put on, and it's got a sort of doohickey in the center of the palm here. And if you grab somebody with it, it's possible that you could electrocute them, and they would, they would stop moving for a little bit.
How much is that?
That one's 15 shitcoin. But if for some reason you were to take get struck by lightning or something, it would recharge it, and then you could use it much faster. Otherwise, you gotta wait a day.
Okay.
And then, last but not least, this is the most fancy, sort of expensive thing on the list here. And you see her go inside of a chest. And as she like opens this chest, there's another box inside, and then another box, and it's like Russian nesting dolls, until she finally reveals this like small case this big. And as she opens it up, sort of laced with silk, sitting on a small cushion, is an egg. And as she takes the egg out and holds it so carefully, she says, This is a phoenix egg. If somebody in the vicinity of you happens to die, you could smash the egg and they'll be brought back to life.
That's Phoenix down. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What is the phoenix egg running for?
That is 20 shitcoin.
Okay.
And then we do have some, we got some healing potions that, those are, oh boy, I want to say those are like 7 shitcoin each, just commons.
Okay.
We probably have like 4 or 5 of those.
Y'all, wait, Belkor, you don't have too many shitcoin, do you?
I have 27 remaining after getting that shirt.
Okay. Anybody else feel like summoning a crocodile? Because I feel like I really want to summon a crocodile.
Go for it. I'm looking at this Electro Gauntlet
Yeah.
for sure. Because it's
Okay.
all melee, whatever. And I have one more attunement slot.
I'll be down to 11 shitcoin that honestly I would be happy to hand over to someone else if they want or need more.
I've got 22. So with the Electro Gauntlet, I'll have enough for that and a potion, is what I was thinking.
Dale, are you interested in anything? That Phoenix egg, the Built to Shadow?
If anything, if I get the Phoenix egg, I probably want to cook with it.
Dude, okay, don't give.
Yeah,
Belkor
do not
Phoenix
give me
egg.
that Phoenix egg.
Okay.
Don't give Belkor the egg.
You
That's
smash
really
it and the
funny.
chicken you're cooking comes back to life. Oh my god.
It's not
Oh boy.
chick- Yes.
This seems.
No.
Wait a minute.
Oh my
Could we
God.
use this to our advantage? No, I'm kidding.
So we're getting the lightning gauntlets. We're
Yes.
getting the earring of crocodile.
yes. I'll get the earring and a health potion.
And yeah, 2 out of the 5 health potions that they have available. Belkor, are you getting anything?
Nah, I'll pass for
All
now.
right. Totally fine. You're more than welcome to, and we don't have to like RP it, but you're more than welcome to either convert that back into gold or you can hold on to it. Totally your call.
Seeing as that everything
Yeah.
costs like about 1 like shitcoin per, I think I'm just gonna convert.
For the most part.
For
Yeah.
now.
At
Yeah.
least the museum and a T-shirt. I mean, shoot.
It's
you
gonna
can't-
tank when we finish doing all the murders that we need to do. I mean, when we finish
Yeah.
talking to all of these people.
I think I will convert. Let's see. It was what 5?
Back
5
to
to
one.
1.
5 gold. Yeah, 5 gold, 1 shit coin. 5 gold to 1 shit. And
These Electro Gauntlets. Are there specific stats?
yeah.
Lightning Gauntlet.
Not it's not like it's a homebrew thing.
Right, I figured.
Yeah. So I'll give it to you when this session is over. I don't see it coming up. So I
Okay.
can like
Sure.
that way I'm
It
yeah,
works
yeah.
for me.
But it's pretty easy. I mean, it's like you're grabbing somebody, you're doing some stuff.
Is it like
has-
Stunning Strike type of deal?
Kind
Kinda.
of not necessarily as strong
Okay.
as Stunning Strike. Because
Fair
Stunning Strike is like till the end of your next turn.
Right.
So it's like you could stack them and it gets crazy. It's not that strong, but it's similar.
Okay.
I'm converting 10 of the shitcoin back to 50 gold. Then
Okay. Dope.
so I
Okay.
have 17
Fantastic.
remaining.
I should ask, is there
Got it.
Claire's around here? I need to get an ear pierced.
Oh, you need your ESPS? I could do
Oh,
that for you. I
right.
could throw it in.
Okay. Yeah.
I could pierce your ear.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. Yeah, hold on. Goes into the back and like pulls out a couple little things, pulls out like a sewing needle and then has like an ice cube, like a couple paper towels, just starts like, yeah, we've all done
Oh
it.
yeah. The lighter
Just like-
on the nail.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Sanitize the needle first.
Yep.
God, I'm 12 again.
Yeah, and in a matter of moments, you have a pierced ear, Euland. You can decide if it's the right ear or the left ear.
It's the right one. I'll be honest. It's the right.
Okay. And you all have some cool items and stuff to walk away with.
And
Just
is
as
it
you're
is it
leaving,
a pair of gauntlets or is it just one gauntlet?
it's just one.
Okay.
Michael Jackson. So, you, as you're leaving, I want everyone to make perception checks.
Got a 14.
21.
10.
Oh, I'm pretty mid
10.
today.
Okay. Jaster, you notice as you're all about to leave Sewer City and begin heading in the direction that you came here on, because you know exactly where that lets out, there's a certain amount of safety to that. You do see that there is an offshoot, another pipe tunnel that goes in a different direction that still connects to Sewer City, but just goes off in a totally different direction than where you guys are heading. And you notice there's a tiny sign that seems to have been like forgotten, or it's just like dingy sign. Like the locals don't need it, so it kind of just has fallen to disrepair. But there's an arrow and it says Phoenix Bank.
We have that security deposit key still.
Where are we heading? Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's traipse on down to Phoenix Bank.
All right.
Might
You
I
all begin heading that
suggest,
way.
now being a good time for a break?
Perfect time.
Cool.
Yeah, as you all begin heading down the pipe, going towards what you believe to be the Phoenix Bank, dark in the sewers, seeing how the sewers are connected to this huge bank in the center of Sphinx City. And we'll be back.
Yeah, all right.
Hey gang, I'm Justin.
And I'm Taylor. We're co-hosts of the So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master podcast.
We're two neurodivergent friends who wanted to talk about D&D and tabletop games.
But more specifically, we wanted to focus on being a dungeon master.
We know that for many people, the idea of running the game can feel daunting and even scary.
So we wanted to help remove some of the barriers and fears that prevent people from getting behind the DM screen.
It's our goal to make everyone feel comfortable enough to try being a DM.
We've got episodes on session prep, world building, combat, homebrew, and more.
And we're able to bring all of this to you, gang, because we're lucky enough to be sponsored by Big Milk.
Justin, we are not sponsored by Big Milk. I don't even think Big Milk is even a thing.
Agree to disagree. Anyway, we have new episodes coming out every Wednesday.
Check us out on all the podcast apps. So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at So You Want to Be a DM.
Or email us your questions, stories, or ideas over at soyouwannabeadm@gmail.com. For instance, you can email us your favorite way to use milk. Maybe it's as simple as cereal. Maybe
I have
it's in
to put a
cake,
stop to
or-
this. I have to. Justin, you can't keep inventing fake sponsorships. It's going to get us in trouble one of these days.
In trouble? Taylor, I think you're overreacting. It's not as if Big Milk is going to break down our door.
Justin, is there someone at your door?
Yeah, just give me a second. Hello?
Are you Justin?
Yeah? Who are you?
We're the dairy detectives sent by Big Milk. You're coming with us.
Hey, get off of me! You can't do this!
Okay, well, that was terrifying. So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master, everywhere you find podcasts. Check us out.
Hello, students, and welcome back to another semester here at Mythos University. This is your dean, the mighty Zeus. I speak for the entire faculty and staff when I say we are thrilled to kickstart another year of academics, athletics, and ambition. Here at Mythos, we want you to explore your passions, test your limits, and fulfill your destinies. Whether you're a gifted athlete with God-given talents hitting the gym, or you're hitting the books and racking up A's, or maybe you're rubbing elbows at the next rager on Greek Row. No matter what, you're welcome here. So You Want to Be a DM presents Mythos University.
And we're back. Thanks for being patient with us, gang. When we left off, our heroes were checking out all there is to offer inside of Sewer City, a tiny civilization that's operating underneath Sphinx City in the sewers, and shitcoin is popping off. We visited a fun museum. We ate some interesting food. We did a little shopping and then saw a old sign pointing to the Phoenix Bank and have decided to head in that direction. As you all head down this pipe, having to stay as much on the sides of the pipe as possible, trying not to wade in the sewer water. Although you did have sewer soup and it was pretty delicious, so who knows?
I don't know if the sewer soup was made with the sewer water. I feel like that's a health thing.
Tastes good to me, and
Never
I
know.
feel fine. It's like all of a sudden,
Never know.
just a little bit of.
Yeah.
I had this rash though for some reason.
It's fine, guys. It's nothing wrong with it.
As you continue forward for what feels like a half hour, you eventually reach a massive vault door.
Okay. Do I remember from the last time that I was in the vault of Phoenix Bank? Were there 2 doors in that area that I was in, or is like the
No.
No, there weren't. So this vault door goes to a different area.
Presumably.
Okay.
You
Maybe it's
also
the
know
back
that
door to the
that vault door was on street level.
Right.
This is below. This is in the sewers.
If I put my hand on the door, does it feel hot?
It does feel hot.
It does feel hot.
Well, now we know where they got the egg from.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do we placate a phoenix? Where did they get that egg from?
I don't know. I mean, this is the Phoenix Bank, so
Yeah.
presumably there's a phoenix involved somehow.
And phoenix eggs, you wouldn't just come across one so
So-
close to the vault door. Oh.
So we've got
So
an option here, guys.
Yeah.
I might be able to get this vault door open. However, previous experience and current experience says that it's very hot on the other side of this, and I'm not quite sure what all that means. I know that it's not natural heat for one thing. But we've got this security deposit key. And if we go in through this vault door, we're going to have to go in up some stairs or a ladder or through multiple vault. I have no idea what's going on inside the vault. And then we have to get out the other side to get to the security boxes. And then we're basically going to have broken into this bank and we'd be in their vault area unauthorized.
But we have a key.
We do have a key, but generally people with the key would go in through the front door.
So,
I don't know. I was there looking at an alarm issue up on the top side of things. I don't know if there's an alarm going to this bottom door. I honestly didn't even know this door existed until just now.
If we do decide to go through this door, would my mage hand be enough to, like, for us to be at, like, a distance, say, open it from a distance?
I'm going to
That
have
way-
to pick it open. I'm going to have to be
Okay.
right up on it. Like, you guys can back up. That's fine. I don't mind taking the hit. But I'm going to have to physically do this.
I mean,
You know what? We're already looking around deep in this shit. Let's crack this baby open.
Oh,
Incredible.
hey, Stu, can you come like hold the light and stuff and all that? Can I use Stu for the help action?
Sure.
All right. I would very much like to see if I can't
so
access this
nice.
vault inadvertently.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So what? That's thieves' tools.
Yep.
Got it. 12 and a 13 plus 7, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You using Stu to provide some light and
He's got
like,
a
to
little
hold
like
your-
stethoscope thing that kind of like comes out like Inspector Gadget, how it's just got that weird cable thing that is just
Mhm.
somehow rigid but flexible at the same time. Just like sticks it up there and yeah.
Perfect. And you're listening to the gears clicking as you're like slowly turning the knob
dial.
of this safe, knowing that it would be easier for you to drill through it or do something that would
Mhm.
actually damage it, but then you would leave behind the idea that it's damaged and that somebody broke in. And so you're trying to go the little bit of a more challenging route. Luckily, with the 20, you are easily able to find the right numbers and you hear everything click into place as this massive vault door unlocks.
That's it right there. Got it.
And as you turn the wheel to actually open the door, you do feel And as soon as it cracks and you sort of break the seal, it is an intense dry heat pouring out of this door. And all of you feel it, even if you're standing back a little bit. I mean, it's just a pipe connected to this, so there's nowhere else for the air to really go to. So no matter what, you're feeling an intense dry heat overtake you, almost instantly sweating. What are you guys doing? Just walking in?
I would like to make sure there's no like laser traps or pressure plates or alarm, like and like check to see if the alarm's been set off or if I managed
For
to
sure.
whatever. So
Yeah, make an investigation check.
You got it. Crushing these investigations tonight. That's another 22.
Nice.
22. You don't see any traps being set or anything like that as you enter through this side of the vault door. It appears, your best guess based on this bank and its like sheer history connected to the city itself and stuff like that, and how many people bank with Phoenix Bank, this is less of an oversight and more of an overconfidence.
Oh, like nobody's
being
gonna
trapped.
know this door's down here type of deal.
Exactly.
Okay. The one upstairs I know is trapped pretty hard though, right?
You know that it is connected to alarms and stuff like
Right,
that in that way. It's not necessarily trapped like it would zap you or do
Right,
something like that,
right.
but
But it
it's
will
trapped
definitely,
for
there's
alarm
not going to be a
reasons.
way.
Yeah.
They're going to know.
Big time.
Okay.
Big time. Yeah. You also know that the security deposit room has cameras
Right.
because Ghost turned them away last time.
Right.
Remember the cameras turned
Yeah.
off and then
No,
Ghost
I'm trying
exited
to.
out of a
I'm trying to
security
think of how to
deposit
use
box.
that to my advantage here.
But as you all enter into this subterranean space, it almost looks like a natural stone rock cavern. There's no like cement paving or like concrete or anything like that. It all is like stalactites and stalagmites, and there's like stone pillars that connect to the ceiling, and it's just this natural rock landscape of a cavern essentially. And it would be completely pitch black if there wasn't a blaring and blazing beacon of light coming from an absolutely massive phoenix that seems to have some sort of magical collar around its neck with runes drawn into it, chaining it to the floor.
Oh, the
What
poor
would you
thing.
all like to do?
Yeah, that was my first thought too. Oh, the poor thing. I think I'd like to try to approach the Phoenix.
Okay. As you approach, I'm going to say, go ahead and make a
I cast guidance.
persuasion.
I just give him a
cast
little pat on the
guidance.
back, like, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say you can make a persuasion check.
Might I convince you for an animal handling instead?
I've considered this. I'm going to say no because it's specifically not an animal. If
See, 'cause
it
here's
had
the
like an
thing.
intelligence single digits, I would say yes, but it is like probably smarter than some of you in the group. So it's not an animal.
It really shouldn't be chained up then.
Yeah, I agree. So I got a -1 to this,
Plus a D4.
plus a D4. So I'm gonna do the D4 first.
Yeah. Even if you roll terrible on the D4, it still gets rid of your -1.
That's a 3. So I got a
There you
plus
go.
2. I got a plus 2.
Hey. All right. Good luck.
As you approach
Oh,
this
that's super
Phoenix.
cocked. That's super cocked.
Oh, you gotta honor it.
It's
You
one of
gotta
the, like
honor
so
it.
it's my pointy die, and it landed on the point.
Yeah, you gotta honor the cock. Oh
No.
no.
It's not
Sometimes
terrible. It's a 9. It's not
With the-
terrible.
That's with the +2?
That's with the plus 2. I got a 7 on the
Ooh.
die.
Okay. As you sort of try and approach this Phoenix that seems to be a little bit alarmed by your presence in this area, all of you. It does cry out. There's a loud cry, and it seems to almost have like a sun flare moment of just bursting in a little bit of flame. I'm gonna say, Jaster, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Rough. I'm down. Just kidding.
Oh wait, did the eating heal us at all? I can't remember.
Not the eating at Sewer City. That was just normal food.
Could
Okay.
that count as a short rest, though?
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think that you guys necessarily rested for an hour.
Okay.
But
I mean, the
mean,
museum is like, how stressful is a museum?
okay, fine. You guys took a short
That was
rest.
a pretty cool egg.
Okay.
Eggs.
You guys took a short rest
Thanks, DM.
Eggs.
as the Phoenix burns you accidentally out of
Yeah.
fear and pain, and is here sort of
Ow.
um
I'm trying to help.
yeah, like
I'm
trying to fight
like,
against
I'm
its
physically saying,
bonds.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. Please don't burn me. These are my, that's my hit dice.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. +6. 30.
Let me also, as you guys are seeing this situation, seeing Jaster's first attempt at making contact with the Phoenix go unsuccessfully, let me have everyone make perception checks.
Okay. There it is.
16.
16.
Two.
Dope. 2. Dope. There it is. There she is. Clever girl.
21.
Yeah.
21. All right. Okay. Belkor, you notice that the runes around the magical collar around this Phoenix seem to be dwarvish in nature. And also it is connected, obviously, it's around the Phoenix's neck, and then there's a chain, and then the chain is fastened to the floor. So in theory, there's 2 different places that you could disconnect it from.
Now,
But-
since they are dwarvish runes, can I read them then? Since I
They're not language as much as they're just magical runes. They're
Okay.
just symbolic, and they have like arcane nature about them. You can tell that it has to do with it has to do, the magical nature of the runes have to do with non-detection,
mm,
so that people can't just be like, use a spell and be like, "Oh, are there any Phoenixes nearby? Oh my god,
Oh.
there's one underneath the Phoenix Bank."
Oh my god.
Like,
what a
yeah,
twist!
like people can't scry on this Phoenix or anything like that. Like, this Phoenix is, all intents and purposes, like invisible to the public world. So that's the main gist of what those magical runes are doing. As well as making them immune to fire damage.
Oh, the chains. Gotcha.
Otherwise, the Phoenix could probably just, if it was just normal metal, the Phoenix could just burst.
Incinerate.
back
Oh,
out
I
and
thought
melt the metal. Or
I thought you
something
meant
like
that. it was making the Phoenix immune to fire damage, and I'm like,
No. No, yeah, you born with that. No, the metal.
He'll never die. Never age. Never reborn.
And then Jaster, you notice 2 things. You notice, for one, there's a set of stairs in the corner, opposite of the Phoenix, like way off in a different corner. There's a set of stairs that goes up
right.
to another vault door.
Okay.
The other thing you notice is that you see footprints all around down here, and you think that there are times when there are bank guards in this room for different events or different like reasons or things of that nature, who are like giving the
Hopefully
Phoenix
they're
extra protection.
Eating this thing.
Presumably. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
they got to keep it alive for some reason or
Right.
somehow or
right,
something's going on. But you do see that the way out.
You said this is probably, there's probably no way for Jaster to know this, but you said that the Phoenix is intelligent.
Mhm.
I'd like to try to be like to the Phoenix, like I'll turn to the Phoenix and be like, listen, I'm gonna try to get you out of here if you'll let me without burning my face off, please.
Go ahead and make another.
Yeah.
gonna try and persuade.
That's
well.
better. That's better. It's a 16 total.
16 total. With a 16, you tell the Phoenix that you're trying to get it out of here, and you're trying to release it. The Phoenix seems to calm down slightly. Seems to understand your intention, but doesn't respond verbally.
Okay, so it can't talk, but it understands what
It's
you're
a
saying.
nod.
Kind of.
Yeah, it kind of does that like
vibes that
hippogriff thing,
Oh.
Right. Or
and
just
like
kind of
lowers
does
its
the bow.
head, kind of, yeah.
I awkwardly bow back and then approach to try to get the chain off of its neck. I'd rather completely free it from any bounds than try to take it off of the ground.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a Thieves' Tools check.
All right.
As you're this close to it, even though it is friendly to you, it still is making like it's not necessarily like it's hot.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot being this close to a phoenix. Its body is made of fire.
Right. Okay.
Like you don't have to touch the sun to be burned by the sun. Like it sucks being this close to it. Yeah.
I'm sitting here with my tools like
It's a lot of that.
yeah, okay.
Would another
cool.
guidance help?
Another guidance, I'll take another guidance for sure. This one's going to be straight. Hell yeah. Well, kind of hell yeah. So 14 plus 7. Oh yeah, hell 21.
Nice.
21? Did you add guidance?
I did. It's an 11 plus 3 plus 7.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, it takes you a little bit. I'm gonna say you take another 2 points of fire damage.
Sure.
As
I'll eat that.
your hands just get burned by touching any of the metal, but you do manage to break through this collar and unleash this phoenix. And as you do, it like immediately there's not much room for it in this cavern, but it immediately does its best and kind of almost like takes a lap and just kind of like flies around for a moment, stretching its wings to its full gargantuan size. This is an absolutely massive being. Would have been larger than the Sphinx monstrosity that you fought in the sewers recently. And as all of you see this beautiful, incredible, majestic creature freed from its bonds, it flies in between all of you and lands back on the ground again. And like using its beak, like ruffling its feathers a little bit, these feathers made of roiling flames, it plucks a feather out and drops it on the ground before escaping through the sewers, because that door is open.
Right.
So it just escapes through there and kind of like a peregrine falcon, like a missile, just like closes its wings and just rockets through the sewers. And you see as it like jet boosts through, all of the water in that section of the thing just immediately evaporates and steams away. The feather laid before you, like probably like 2 feet, 3 feet in length, this massive, large, flaming feather. It begins to erupt in more fire before eventually crumbling into a small pile of ash, and then resting in the center of the ash is a phoenix egg.
Score.
As a little gift.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Belkor, no.
Aw.
No. No. We might need this.
God.
Here you go, Ewan. Please put this in the bag of holding.
It cooks itself. Come
No,
on.
no.
And I've got to wonder, are crocodiles on a phoenix's diet? I sure hope not. If we just disrupt an entire ecosystem, an entire city, I really hope not. Dear God, someone flush the Phoenix. Oh no. God.
So, with that, you have freed the Phoenix of Phoenix Bank and begin making your way towards the other vault door.
Okay. I'd like to have a plan before we go through the upper door. I'd like to have a plan to at least deal with the cameras. Do I remember vaguely where they're at? Is there maybe some wires going through here that I could cut? Or something along those lines. I mean, I am pretty intimately familiar with that side of the security system.
Yeah. The hard part is that this side of the vault door is a cavern.
Right.
So it's like rock and stone
right.
and stuff like that. The other side, drywall.
Right. right. Drywall.
Could we give Ghost a call?
I thought about that.
Do we have cell reception?
Whoever wants to, no pressure. I'm gonna say roll a d20.
I'm not doing it because I
odds are evens, baby.
All right. Oh, Belkor? Bell?
Yeah, I'm going for it.
All right.
All right.
Focus.
Odds or evens. You got to call it.
I'm going odds.
Okay.
9, baby.
There you go.
All right.
You may make a call to Ghost. Hello?
Hey, Ghost.
Who is this?
It's Belkor.
Oh shit! All right. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, question. Would you be able to do us maybe a little bit of a favor, a little tinsy wincy problem? Like I'll give you free pizzas for life, free meatloaf for life.
Yeah, that's on
You had me
your
at
part
meatloaf.
a terrible deal.
Oh.
You need to work on your negotiation skills because you started at lifetime meatloaf. Start lower next time. But I already am gonna say yes to whatever.
I mean, my
this is.
charisma's at a -1, but okay.
That tracks.
True. It's interesting that you're calling me to make a deal.
Hey, so.
But here we are.
You know the Phoenix Bank, right?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So it's told that there was possibly cameras on the outside of the vault. We are currently in the vault. Would you possibly be able to disable said cameras, please?
The cameras inside of the security deposit room.
Yes.
Yes, the safety deposit. Right. Yeah, absolutely. I could do that. Give me a second here. All right, they're down.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you
have
so
10
much.
minutes.
How long?
10 minutes. Gotcha.
All
All
right.
right. Well, thank you again for your assistance. We'll see you. I'll see you back at the restaurant for some meatloaf at any time, anywhere.
All right. Looking forward to it.
All righty. Have a good one.
All right. Cheers.
Okay.
I still have a flip phone.
How did you make it go big like that?
Bits.
Huh?
My hero. Okay. All right.
Bits.
So, getting out of the vault.
Mm-hmm.
For safety reasons, if one is locked inside of a vault, there has to be an easy way of egress to get out of the vault. We are now currently in the vault.
Sometimes there's an easy way to get out. Sometimes people die in vaults because there isn't an easy way out and they lose
People die in
oxygen.
the
That
vaults.
happens.
Okay. So, what's the situation here at Phoenix
Just a
Bank?
thieves tools check.
Thieves tools check. Sure.
Yeah. It's not as high of a DC because you're not breaking in, you're breaking out.
All right.
Which
This
D20 is it gonna be?
Yeah. We're gonna go one that's been untouched this evening.
The believe.
You believe in fairies? Clap your hands. I missed the freaking tray. It's not terrible. It's a 17.
17 is
10
enough.
on the die.
17 is enough to open up the vault door from the inside of this cavern.
All right.
As you open it up, the first thing you look for, because you know where they are based on your previous experience, you see the security cameras just powered down.
Nice. All right, so. All right, guys, I think we're good. Come on. I'm gonna open the door the rest of the way.
Okay.
I've
Coast
always
is clear.
wanted to say, we're in.
We're
in.
out.
You rush over to the specific safety deposit box that you have the key for, unlock it, open the box. There's a small table in there for people who are doing exactly what you're doing. Well, maybe
Not
more
exactly
legally.
what we're doing, but
yeah, doing
Kind
almost
of.
what you're doing. To open them up and sort of peruse the different items and stuff like that. Here's what you find. You find several vials of blood.
more
But
blood.
these ones have labels on them.
Okay.
The labels look pretty official. They look
Got like
organized.
barcodes and stuff on them and like.
Barcodes. Barcodes has like that typewriter font, kind of like Courier.
Oh,
And you notice that they all are they all say property of AstraZeneca Incorporated. And underneath them they say Dr. Avanasti. And then it just says like sample 145 or some shit like that. And then a barcode. You find those. Then you find the kind of advertisement that people would go door to door and like hang over your doorknob. It has like the little cutout, almost like a
Okay.
hotel do not disturb
Yeah,
sign.
yeah.
Except it's an advertisement for a pizza place in Little Feywild called Shiano's. And this particular ad for Shiano's is a pizza deal for the championship finals that are coming up very, very soon in the
For
next
sports
couple
ball?
of days.
Mhm.
It's soccer
Okay.
specifically. But yeah, the championship finals between the Sphinx City Pigeons and the Jersey Town Seagulls. It's the soccer finals. I don't know why this isn't part of the joke yet.
No, it's such an epic. Sounds like such an epic match. Pigeons versus seagulls.
It is. It really could be. So, the Sphinx City Pigeons versus the Jersey Town Seagulls
right.
in the championship finals. That's when this Shiano's pizza place is running a huge special. The comparable thing would be like Super Bowl specials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the date of that event is circled in black ink, like a Sharpie marker.
Is it soon?
Couple days.
Soon. Yeah, 2 or 3 days, 2 days maybe.
Okay.
Very soon. We're a little loosey goosey with time. But
And where did this?
it's coming up.
Refresh my memory. Where did this key come from? Who did we get? We got it off of somebody. Either one of the
One
was it
of the detectives.
Okay.
Washington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this date is important. That's probably, if I had to venture a guess, that's when they're going to try to implement this crazy new invention.
Yeah,
If I had
maybe.
to-
Who knows? But you definitely can pick up without having to roll like insight or something. This date is important.
Right.
At this time, Euland, all three of you actually, around the same time, not literally at the same time because they are from different people, so it would be so weird and what a coincidence for all of you to get texts at the exact same time. But over the next like 5 minutes, as you're like finishing up in here and like putting things away and deciding to either go back down towards the cavern or through the bank, probably not the smartest idea.
Yeah, we're gonna skedaddle. We're
Probably
gonna
not.
head
Yeah.
back to the
So
sewers.
as you're kind of in the process of doing that and about to go back down into the sewers, all three of you at some point receive a text.
Okay.
Jaster, you get a text from Emis
Sure.
saying, pretty much saying like, "Hey, dude, I want to hear about your trip to Sewer City. I hope you got more of that. I hope you invested in shitcoin, but also, I think I might have figured something out. ...
And it
Okay.
just kind of ends there. Euland, you get a text from a number. Would you have Jax's phone number saved in your phone?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. That makes this even better because you get a text saying, hey, you may not know who this is. Call me Deep Toot now.
And it just shows up Jax at the top.
I know.
It does. You may not know who this is, but call me Deep Toot. Your code name TBD. ... That's one text, and then another text comes in and saying TBD as in to be determined, not like TBD is your code name. Send. Next text says maybe we can meet sometime. I think I have some information.
I
The last
Okay.
5 texts from Jax, the first sentence is always, hey, it's Jax from work. Hey, it's Jax from work.
Yep.
I just respond if I can. Okay, Deep Toot, I'll play your game. I'll call him when I'm I don't know, when we're safe and out of harm's way.
Yeah.
For sure. And then Belkor, you get a text from Gwen says like, hey honey, dad wants to see you real quick, but also, did you make plans for the championship finals? I thought we could watch it together.
Oh, I reply, yes, I will definitely do both. I will see your dad when I get the chance, and I would love to watch the game with you.
All
Kiss
right.
emoji, kiss emoji, heart.
Incredible. So many heart and kiss emojis back. And then she says, yeah, he's just over at Garibaldi's, the gelato shop in Little Feywild, whenever you're ready. And yeah, I thought we could check it out. It sounds like it's going to be a great game. Did you hear that Excelsior Prime got the exclusive rights to the game?
Of course.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun. People are taking notes. Love to see
Pause
it.
for
Sorry.
dramatic effect.
No, it's good. It's good.
And-
I'll tell him. All right, cool. I'll meet your dad at Garibaldi's, and why specifically Excelsior Prime? I mean, isn't this usually syndicated by the the officials
By
or
the
something?
league.
By the league.
SBC.
By the league. The League of Extraordinary Soccer Players, if you will.
She goes back and forth with you a little bit, pretty much explaining that, like, number one, she doesn't know exactly how they got this deal or how this works really, but just that somehow they seem to have gotten the rights to be able to broadcast the game specifically on their platform. So you need to be an Excelsior Prime member in order to catch the game without going into attendance or watching it after the fact. If you want to watch it live, you gotta have Excelsior Prime.
My God, they're just trying to with the residences, and oh my God,
Capitalism is winning.
yeah.
Ah,
And
the horror!
Damn you! The hell!
So,
Okay.
with all of that,
Okay.
we'll say that you all successfully leave the Phoenix Bank, leave the sewer system, and eventually make
I'm
your ways.
meticulously wiping every surface that I've
Oh, yeah.
touched inside this. Like,
No doubt. Yeah.
I'm doing everything I can to hide the fact that it was us that were the ones that came in and released the Phoenix from Phoenix Bank.
Can I pull out a thing of alcohol spray out of my apron
Oh,
to
nice.
kind of?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
The mint flavored kind that's
Yeah.
Yeah. Belkor, as you reach into your apron of many things,
yeah.
we hear harps play as we see a massive version of Belkor's hand passing through clouds as we see a war-torn hellscape.
Jeez.
Crumbled buildings, post-apocalyptic, everything cast in a red haze like the surface of Mars. and the camera sort of slowly goes through these desolate streets and finds a small, like, hovel compiled together of broken pieces of sheetrock and sort of glass, just tarps thrown over it, and you see a disheveled, dirty-looking individual, grease covering their face, peering through a clearly, like, second-hand telescope pointed up at the sky, and as they peer through it, the hand is back. We're back, baby. Yes. And rushes out of the hovel and begins to shout in the streets, the hand is returned. And the hand wants some sort of, I don't know, antibacterial, some mint-scented spray stuff. Let's get back on it, team. This will unite us. And you see fast-forwarded versions, montages of these warring factions. There's the hand and the anti-hand, and they seem to have created a peace broker over this newfound discovery of the hand returning, and the two sides form a union once again, and under this shared goal of creating this disinfectant spray for the hand, have united again, and slowly the town begins to rebuild itself until finally a massive crane brings a skyscraper-sized plastic bottle full of some strange chemical, mint flavored, onto this giant platform. As Belkor, you reach out and you have disinfectant spray that smells like mint.
I was gonna say it looked like in like Sim City, where you see like there's like a flat ground, and then you see like the scaffolding pop up, and then like the building rises up to the scaffolding, then the scaffolding comes back down.
Yeah. And so you clean the scene and make sure there's no fingerprints or clues left behind, and you exit the Phoenix Bank lower dungeon area and make your way out of the sewers, eventually back topside on the streets of Sphinx City once again. The hustle and bustle of the city welcomes you once again as you hear traffic and beeping and people walking and yelling at each other. It is music to your ears. You're back, babies. And from here,
fuck you.
what would you all like to do?
Take a shower.
Yeah. I think we're all kind of just it's been a day.
Yeah,
it's been a day.
Sure has.
I think I am going to take my trusty pipe wrench and I'm gonna store it in the tool bag on my my motorcycle.
On your motorcycle.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
What do I have to do to attune myself to the Sworn Hammer?
It's just you could have done it when you did the short rest.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes an hour. It's just like an hour of focusing on something, and then you like bond with it, and that's kind of what attuning is.
Good deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my
so hammer. Easy enough.
How close is this place from Garibaldi's?
I believe where you guys entered into the actual thing, it's not that far.
It was on Maple and Elm.
It was on Maple and Elm. Yeah. If you heard the bees, you went too far, or something like that. But it's not terribly far. I mean, you would have to probably either get a subway or a taxi ride or a tuba or something like that, and head back to Little Feywild, because it's back in your neck of the woods.
No, so either way, I'm going there. So
yeah,
I think now might be as good a time as any for us to kind of. I know I need a shower. We've been in the sewer for literally all day. And then, it all kind of just got baked into our skin from the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure we probably could use a round of fresh clothes and showers and all of that all around.
The only other thing that I want to do before the championship is get back to Madame Musk's.
Fair enough.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm out of money for the most part, but I could. I'll go with you. I don't know. That's about all I can do is buy some more maggots. But I do have a contact that got up with me while we were in the bank about some more information. I'm not really sure. I was going to ask him about the blood. Does anybody have any ideas on what to do with these little things? Like, I was going to try to see if we could find, like, who they came from, but I don't know how much that's really going to help us other than, like, I mean, it's
Well, we
blood.
know it's from AstraZeneca.
Yeah, it's from AstraZeneca
No,
and it's for
what
Dr.
if we-
Avanti, but, like...
What if we were to go to that facility and then have one of the people that work there, like, hey, we found this. We don't know what it is, unless we have a contact in AstraZeneca.
Okay, if we hadn't gotten it from a security
what I'm
deposit
saying, like,
box,
if-
I would be all for that idea. But the fact of the matter is, they probably know exactly which ones were in there.
Oh, could I see...
Belkor, you know a doctor
I do!
who
Shoot!
treated you for your burns.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Shares a name with a character from the show Doug.
It's not Skeeter.
Dr.
It
Skeeter.
is Dr. Skeeter.
Dr. Skeeter, huh?
But it's because she's a
Mosquito
ranger
lady.
with
Or,
the swarm.
Swarm,
She's a
yeah.
swarmkeeper ranger.
Okay.
And she has a bunch of mechanical bugs, like mosquitoes, that have
Okay.
little syringes and little
Shira
tools
vibes.
and different things.
I like it.
Yeah. And
cool.
yeah,
So-
so you have a connection with somebody who works at the General Hospital of Sphinx City, who has like an extensive medical background, who could help with blood stuff. But it depends on what questions you're asking her to check for. you
Maybe
know?
we all go together for that.
Jaster, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Remember that time Trinculo said you know an archfiend?
Do I know an archfiend?
Trinculo was pretty certain you do know an archfiend.
Saw, dude.
I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say.
Here.
do.
You hear?
Okay, right. Yeah. I in the back of my mind, something clicks. I pull Stu 2 off my back and do a kickflip real quick.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think it has something to do with when I died. I think hyperfixation might be too small of a word.
Obsession?
Yeah, I think obsession is still also feels not big enough for how much I have to skateboard. Like,
Destined.
I woke
Ingrained.
up from death and I just, skateboarding is in my blood now. All I can hear is Superman in my head.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Just a lot of ska music, dude. Yeah, hell yeah. Big
Yeah.
big real fish, brother.
Yeah.
Big real fish.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. I didn't know if this were true. If you did know an archfiend, would they be able to help us with the blood? I have no idea. I don't know the rules.
I honestly think that it was a spiritual journey for myself. I don't know that, like, it only happened because I was, like, dead. Like, I, like, died.
Okay.
I was floating in the astral sea, and then this totally chill dude showed up and, like, showed me how to kickflip. So
Choice. Okay. Cool.
Righteous.
Then never mind. Let's go to the hospital and talk to doctors.
You all head off towards the General Hospital of Sphinx City, and after sitting in the waiting room for a little bit, you finally are seen by Dr. Skeeter, a beautiful woman, probably in her like late 30s, early 40s. She has like dark brown skin, sort of a shaved bald head, like large hoop earrings, and has like the typical doctor lab coat kind of setup on and stuff like that, and is just surrounded by a buzzing swarm of mechanical insects all around her with different devices, and some of them have syringes Some of them have like little scalpels. So they're all different kinds of mechanical beings floating around her as she sees you all, and immediately Belkor addresses you first and says, "Oh, hello. Welcome back, Belkor. How are the burns doing? Feeling better?"
Still a little tender, but I mean, did some good work, Doc.
Well, we try and do our best, as long as we're not hamstrung by the insurance companies, hopefully we can save some lives. That's the goal, at least. But anyway, how can I help you, gentlemen? I see that you're covered in blood and bruises and cuts. So,
Right.
do you need medical attention, or
We didn't go home.
Don't
I'm
worry, it's
actually
not our
good.
blood.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually,
All right?
That's what Jester usually looks like.
I
You got a
just-
problem with that?
No, it's just you bleeding in a hospital, and you
I-
wanted
well,
to
I'm
talk
not,
to a
like,
doctor. So I have to
this is
make
all,
some assumptions.
This is all old though. Like I'm not like actively bleeding anymore. It's just kind of like
Fair.
there.
All right. Well, then what do you need?
I pull out some blood.
Wait, hold on. Is there a place we could talk in private?
Yeah, come to my office.
Sure, thanks.
Brings you back into her office, and she sits down at a large desk. You see glass windows behind her looking over Sphinx City, and then different like artwork and stuff on the walls. And closes the door behind her as you all enter and says, "All right, what the fuck's going on?"
Okay, now we can show her the blood.
Got some more vials of blood. Got some more blood. Got some blood.
So much.
Okay.
And don't worry, it's not our blood.
They're neatly labeled. What
Brilliant.
can you tell us about these? We found them on. Do we want to? How much do we want to
Oh
share?
my god.
We just found them. They fell
just
off a
found
truck.
I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay. Well, it says AstraZeneca on it, so it seems like it says property of AstraZeneca, Dr. Avenasti. So that's interesting right off the bat. I know that Avenasti used to be a tenured professor over at Golem University, but past that, I don't know a ton about the guy other than he's, working at AstraZeneca these days. Seems to have sold his soul to the devil. Not literally, but figuratively. You want me to run tests on this or something?
Can
I'm
you tell
curious
us what
to know
blood type they are?
the blood types. Yeah.
Yeah. I can run some tests. I can let you know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really appreciate
All right.
it.
You guys got time to sit around, or you got other things to do? I can give you a call.
We should probably clean up.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't necessarily stand out in a hospital where people are hurt all the time,
Right,
but somewhere else, probably gonna
This
stand
stain in particular is real messy.
It's bad.
Yeah.
out. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I need a new shirt.
So we're gonna say with that, you leave the samples with Dr. Skeeter, who is going to do some tests and run some tests on them and stuff like that. And you all go off in your own directions to go to your apartments, to take a bath, take a shower, change into different clothes, and we'll cover all of that. So, Belkor, we're gonna start with you. You head off towards Little Feywild, and you go to a specific gelato shop called Garibaldi's. And at Garibaldi's, because you have such a deep connection with the Silver Scales Mafia, you know that this is no ordinary gelato shop. It is a gelato shop, and it's a damn fine one, but it is also owned and operated by Garibaldi herself, who has the moniker the Gunsmith. And you know that in order to get into her back office where all of that kind of stuff is being sold, you have to ask for it. It's like almost a deli where it has like one of those ticket taker things that has like numbers on it. You grab one of the tickets. Once your number is called, you specifically are supposed to ask for blood orange. And then every single time they're going to say, "Oh, sorry, we just ran out of blood orange, but there might be some in the back. Do you want to come check?" and then you go in the back, and that's where the extra shit is.
Alrighty.
So as you enter this gelato shop, you see all different kinds of flavors. There's families. It's pretty popping in here. Everyone's grabbing tickets. You go over, grab one of the tickets. A few minutes go by, and you hear somebody from behind the counter go, now serving 35.
Yahtzee.
35. Fantastic. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Hi, could I get a blood orange flavored gelato, please?
Oh, blood orange. All right. Well, unfortunately, as it would happen, we just ran out. Wouldn't you know it? But I think we have some in the back if you would like to come with me and come check it out.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. Fantastic. Gives a little pat on like a different employee who's also behind there. That way they're not just like leaving the store with no one running it. Heads into the back. You do like head through a closet, through a bathroom. There's like an empty hatch, like all these different secret little doors before finally getting to what is like the equivalent of like like a mix between like that Men in Black scene and like any 007 movie. Just walls of technology and futuristic looking like guns, weapons, ammunition, all different kinds of stuff all in here. And then you see behind the counter, speaking to the Don, is a short human woman, probably like 4'11", a short human woman with like a bowl cut haircut, brown hair, wearing a full tracksuit, like a black and white Adidas tracksuit with 3 stripes going up the whole thing. And she's just talking to the Don and just going, yeah, so I told him, I said, hey, here come the Warriors. And, he didn't believe me, but, we gave him what's for.
Come out and play.
We all had to do it.
Hell yeah.
It's okay. I'm here for it.
Such a good movie. And you approach over and you see the Don sort of notices your arrival. 2 polar bears are just posted up along the wall, like kind of leaving them to talk privately, and they're just posted up, the bodyguards of the Don. And the Don sees you approach and goes, hey son, fantastic, you've made it. I see that Gwen got my message to you. Fantastic. Please, Belkor, allow me to introduce you to Garibaldi the gunsmith. Garibaldi, this is my son-in-law. Belkor, I am Belly.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good to meet you, Belkor. Oh, wow, look at those ham hocks. I can tell you're a strong guy. Oh, yeah. Very good, very good.
Kitchen work. Gotta love it.
I bet. I hear you. I'm back here. I'm mixing gelato flavors like you wouldn't believe. But, my real passion.
Whoa.
Warfare. I'm a big fan.
The Jericho.
For your consideration.
And the Don puts a hand up to Garibaldi the gunsmith and says, Garibaldi, if you wouldn't mind giving me and my son a moment alone so I could speak with him. Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. Do what you gotta do. And
so much.
I love it too.
The Don flitters away and you kind of follow and says to you, so my earring fell out again. This earring, I'll tell you what. So Belkor, you told me that AstraZeneca is sort of operating on our turf in a figurative way, in that they are potentially dealing in pharmaceuticals outside of their means. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. It has come to my attention that Excelsior is also operating on our turf, but less in the figurative sense and more in the literal sense. They have some properties that exceed their property value and are encroaching on our territory.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, there's a warehouse on the Upper East Side and also at the Sphinx City Harbor. They have a couple shipments coming in before the big game. Possibly 2 different places I would consider checking out.
Will do. Is there like a specific cart or container of some sort, like numbered or that you know of?
No, unfortunately, I do not know the specific cot number or anything like that, but I do understand that they have a cargo ship, a shipment container ship.
Full on ship.
With all-
Ship.
A massive ship full of shipment containers that is going to be in the Sphinx City Harbor tomorrow night.
Alrighty. I'll take a look at it.
Belkor, I appreciate everything you do for this family. You're a good son. I couldn't be more happy that you and Gwen found each other.
Thank you, sir.
And kind of Flutter gives you a kiss on both cheeks, but because he's such a small pixie, it takes a second. There's a gap in between the kisses because it's just like
Thank you, sir.
Of course. Now, next time it's your birthday, I will buy you whatever you want. But until then, get out there. Do me proud.
Will do. I'm just like trying to hold back tears of like just like.
And we cut away from there. We head over to Euland. Euland, back at your apartment, taking a shower. You get dressed up or cleaned up, I should say. And you know that you have a connection with Deep Toot.
Yes, I was actually thinking of calling
mysterious
Jax.
figure.
I was thinking of calling Jax, specifically Jax, and asking if he's heard of anybody named Deep Toot. Or actually, I want him to meet up with me to meet Deep Toot.
See. Okay. Yes. Are you calling or are you sending a text?
Oh, I'm just straight up cold calling him.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you call, immediately just going, hey, yeah, this is Jax. What's up?
Jax, it's Idling.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Long time no see.
Oh, hey, Euland. What's up? Hey, what's going on, man? I've been, thinking about you.
Funny thing, I've been thinking about you too. But that's this is that. Whatever. I got a question.
This is this.
Yes.
Scratch that. Reverse it.
I got it.
Mm-hmm. I need a favor.
Oh yeah, anything.
I need to meet up with a mysterious individual that goes by the name Deep Toot, and I want cover when I go. Can I ask for your help?
Oh, jeez, Euland. I don't want nothing more than a help, but this Deep Toot figure sounds scary and intimidating.
I know, that's why I want you to be there with me. I don't think I can turn to anybody else. No one else in the Force. It's only you, Jax. It's always been you.
Mhm.
I'm in.
All right.
I
Thank
got
you,
your
Jax.
6, buddy.
All right. I'll text this Deep Toot back and figure out where we're meeting, and then I'll text you
Okay.
where we're meeting.
Where do you think that just out of curiosity, where do you think that mysterious figure would meet somebody for a sort of rendezvous?
Somewhere
Just
that would be
basic-
nice. Somewhere that'd be nice for a date. Maybe like a nice little diner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Who knows though? This Deep Toot, whoever they are, who knows?
Yeah, let's I'll posit going somewhere nice. I'll try and get a nice table reserved in the back of the place. No one else will hear us, and then us three
Yeah, good
can
idea.
dock and get to the bottom of some things.
All right, perfect. Yeah, that sounds good.
Top plan. All right.
Well, I'll meet you
Thank you.
there. Text me the details when you find out from Deep Toot, because I won't know unless you reach out to me specifically about the details of where you're meeting Deep Toot.
Oh, for sure. I'll let you know.
Okay, perfect.
I'll text Deep Toot right now.
All right, sounds good.
All right. It's nice to hear from you. Nice to hear your voice. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, talk to you soon. You hang up and immediately text the same number.
Yes.
So good. So good.
I have no idea if Jax pieces that I know. But damn it. Thank you.
Yeah, you text. Deep Toot brings up the idea of like maybe we should meet at a place that could also work for like a date, just for vibe's sake. And let's say the Oak in the Chronomancy district.
Yes. Okay. Sounds nice. Meeting with Jax and Deep Toot at the same time in the same place at the Oak.
I'm really excited to see how this plays out.
So am I.
All right. I relayed that information that I'm sure Jax doesn't have yet
To a game.
to Jax.
Brilliant. Jax answers back in a little bit and says, "All right, I'll get a separate table. You won't even know that I'm there.
All right.
But I'll watch your back."
That's all I asked.
And you head off towards the Oak. A beautiful restaurant in the Chronomancy district. As you enter in, it is like 95% of restaurants. It's an indoor restaurant, but it is designed in such a way to make it look like you're outdoors. The ceiling is painted black and all of the lights look like little stars piercing the night sky. It has it's almost like all of the booths for the seating are inside like a massive tree house almost. So each like little booth is at the end of a branch and stuff like that. All of the different floors, you have to actually take an elevator inside the main trunk to go to the different booths and floors and stuff like that where people are sat. And all of the servers are connected to wires. And it's sort of that, if you're familiar with like saving, what's it called? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that like wire fu kind of technique of martial arts.
Okay.
It's very much that. Like they're connected to wires and they're like floating through the air like trapeze artists. And they're providing the food and the drinks and like as they're like dancing around this entire indoor tree space.
Corner.
Yeah, it's brutal. Yeah, when
they're
two
bouncing off
servers
saplings.
run into each other, it is crazy. But as you first enter, make a perception check.
I should know this stuff by now. 6 on the die. 7.
7. Out of nowhere, you feel hot breath on your ear as Jax sneaks up behind you in the lobby of this restaurant and just goes, "You can call me Deep Toot."
Jax!
And you turn around and see Jax with just sunglasses on.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. I love it. Okay. Oh, Jax!
Wow.
Like,
Deep
like
Toot.
Ray-Bans, like black Ray-Bans.
One and the same? You're blowing my mind here.
I don't know what you're talking about, stranger. Anyway, what can I call you? And you notice that Jax is trying so hard to make his voice a little deeper.
Uh-huh.
What should I call you?
My mistake. I mistook you for someone. You could call me the catcher.
The catcher?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Incredible.
Oh yeah. I'm catching clues, and just
Yeah, but
getting to the bottom of things,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take an inspiration, Sean.
All right.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Just for time's sake, here's what we're gonna
Sure.
say happens.
All
You guys are brought up to your own booth and sitting between the two of you. Make a persuasion check.
All right. That's 22.
22. Okay. Here's what Deep Toot / Jax lets you know, because eventually the evening starts going so well that I think that Jax eventually, thinking that he's doing some big reveal, is like, Catcher, I just gotta be honest. It's me. It's Jax.
I'm done. I just finished it. No way. The big reveal. I love it. Jax, You were Deep Toot after all? I don't believe it. Well,
I
do.
know.
I knew all along. You can't let in there.
Oh.
I know you too well.
God. And there's like a moment in the dinner where like both of you are reaching for the last tapas. And your hand like touches each other. Your hands like touch as you're grabbing the last mozzarella stick. Just
Yeah. Oh,
very
my God.
cute.
Oh.
And here's what he actually tells you though in terms of information
Okay.
that's relevant.
Okay.
Not that this beautiful romance side story isn't amazing, but it tells you that he gathered some information after Dr. Monotream went down, started investigating some stuff, found out a couple of things. Number one, Dr. Monotream used to be a teaching assistant for a Dr. Avanasti at Golem University.
Okay.
And also that he, in doing some more research on Monotream and then by relation Avanasti, started checking some records and stuff and eventually found some like patent requests and stuff of that nature. Found out, although it's like years ago and there's like not a ton of connections and there's nothing super current in terms of patent requests, like nothing that's public, but has found that there is a history between Dr. Avanasti and David Fizzlebang.
Okay. It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
And as we sort of do one of those transition fades where like a heart appears
Yes.
on the screen and like sort of like zooms out from the heart and it cuts over to Jaster, who you're bathed. You're in new clothes.
Yeah.
Motorcycle. Are you motorcycling over to Emmis's place?
For sure. Yeah, I'll go above the Circuit City,
Okay.
not Fantasy Circuit City, whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Tekvana.
Yeah, Tekvana, that's what it was.
You go above Tekvana and go to Emmis's place. Along the way, you do see some youths skateboarding.
You know, I gotta blow off a little steam, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Stu 2 in rocket skateboard form. And
Hell yeah.
like so it's a rocket skateboard, right? But he's still like a animatronic dog. There's definitely a speaker on the back that's playing like Skater Rock. Like
Yeah.
so always just whatever, it's just
Avril
the
Lavigne.
Tony Hawk.
Get
It's
it.
the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack, basically.
Yeah. Heck yeah. A lot of like Simple Plan. Like Good Charlotte.
Yeah. It's the Blink 182. A lot of
Yeah,
Sublime. Yeah.
Some
What's my age again?
Yeah.
Okay. You start, you hop off the motorcycle for a second, park the bike, and get on your rocket board and start trying to shred with these youths. Go ahead and make what would we say it was, acrobatics?
I think so.
Go for it.
Pretty much any dex check I'd be cool with. All right. Acrobatics check. That's a 19.
nice.
Hell yeah. I rolled a natural 17 and a natural 19 on two of the youths doing kickflips in your
Nice.
presence and stuff. You seem to give off an aura of just fucking sending it.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
vibes,
you have
man.
just
It's all vibes.
Yeah, you have ascendant vibes. And it there's just something infectious about it, and it just feels good
I have
to do this.
super fun still.
And to like find these interesting lines where like you're like, surely no one can grind up that rail and then over this clearing and all this stuff.
You got to get your special bar up, and then you can ride it.
and you can exactly, and then you can Christ air.
Right? Yeah.
You hold your
Yeah.
bar in the thing. Remember that move? Hell yeah. Okay, awesome. That goes great. Then you get into Emmis's apartment. All the locks. Opening it up. as he pulls you inside, like as soon as the door opened, he like grabs you and pulls you inside, and then looks out of the hallway, closes the door, lock. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm on to something.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, how was Sewer City?
It smells like shit. I'm not gonna lie. The whole town smells like shit.
Yeah.
So that's
Smells like shit coin.
yeah. I mean,
Smells like shit coin.
okay. So now you do realize that shitcoin has been propped up by Romance Realty for quite some time, right?
Dude, it's not just them. It goes so much deeper than that.
Okay.
Shitcoin is popping off. Over the last 6 months, shitcoin has been seeing a steady increase.
Exactly.
At different companies above ground. That's the thing. It's
my
only
guy?
used in the sewers.
My guy, as a friend, get out now because it's about to tank.
I don't know. I'm seeing the
trust me.
writing
All
on
right.
the wall. There's something here, man.
Okay, so what do you got going on, and then we'll double back. I just
Okay.
smacked my mic, but yeah, we'll double back to the crypto. But what other information? Because like, it can't just be shitcoin that you yanked me by my body.
Do you have Excelsior Prime?
Yeah.
Delete it.
Okay.
Tell everyone you know who's got it. Get rid of it. It's not only is it a scam, I checked into their source code. I'm looking at alphas. I'm looking at gammas. I'm looking at all the radiation that this code is feeding off of it. You understand? It's hacker talk. It's leet. You don't understand. Let me simplify it for you.
Sure.
Okay.
I can't get my
I see
account to
Sean
delete.
actually getting upset. You're like, what are you talking about? This is how my dad talks. The gammas. Okay.
Does it have to provide written notice to cancel my account?
That's a crazy thing. Ignore that. Ignore that.
It's
You
Adobe
can
all over
definitely
again.
delete it. You can definitely delete it. Here's the thing. They're implementing some kind of new sort of technology that's mandatory to all Excelsior Prime users. I don't understand it. It's a type of technology that I'm not very familiar with because it's cutting edge. It's something that's not even on the market yet.
This is why.
But it is like
the terms and conditions.
I
But anyway,
you don't read the terms and conditions?
not one time in my entire life.
Oh my god, Jester, have I taught you nothing?
It's
You
so
gotta
tiny.
read them, man. You don't know what
It's
you're
so
agreeing to.
tiny. I can't. My eyes hurt.
You do one of these. You do one of these, and you zoom in. What do you mean?
But then I have to
Do one of
scroll side
these.
to side. It's a PDF. They never save it in a format that rescales the text into a column.
Because they
Justified.
know that you're not gonna read it. They put one extra speed bump in your path.
Right.
And you're like, fuck it,
Yeah, exactly.
dude. I'm telling. Anyway, listen. There's something crooked going on with Excelsior Prime. The thing's fucking rigged.
Okay.
I don't know what they've got going on, but it has some sort of magical arcane technology worked into it.
Okay.
It has something to do with their broadcasting or how they manufacture images or something like that. I don't exactly understand what they're trying to do with it, but they seem to have the capability of essentially I don't know how else to put it. It's like they can cast a spell through your TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they got exclusive rights to the championship game.
The championship finals.
Right. And so everybody's going to be watching on.
On
Okay, so
Excelsior
what kind of damage can they really do with something like that? Like, what do you think Endgame is?
I
for
mean,
this?
do you know who Excelsior is working with?
I know they're definitely hand in hand with AstraZeneca.
Okay. And it's at this time that you all receive a phone call from a three-way call, we'll just say. Fuck
Sure.
it. Y'all receive a three-way call from Dr. Skeeter. Hello, gentlemen. Are you all there? Can you all hear me?
Oh,
Olo.
Okay. Hey, I know you all said that you just found this blood, but you didn't happen to touch any of it or like get any in your mouth or in an open wound or something, right?
No.
oh.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because the
Okay,
one
good.
sample you sent me that wasn't labeled, That one is kind of fine. It just is crocodile, lizard folk DNA.
Okay.
But the other ones have some sort of polymorphing ability worked into it. I've only seen this kind of thing once before when I was asked to help some of the abduction victims who were turned into zoo animals. It has that kind of magic to it.
Is this a spell that somebody is like the actual polymorph spell that somebody's casting, or is
It's a little bit more powerful than that.
okay?
What
It
if
has
it's
cursed qualities to it, but Belkor, what are you thinking?
I was thinking like, so remember that machine that we ran into in the zoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if they've somehow upgraded it to where they can?
They're gonna
Like,
shoot
shoot
it through the Amazon,
TV.
through the TV on the night of the championship
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
finals thing. Yay, sports ball! I'm not a sports guy.
Field goal.
And in order to watch it, you have to have the Prime account.
Right,
So,
exactly. So, and then as part of the Prime account, because nobody reads the terms and conditions, they can just send spells through your
right.
TV.
And who do you know that doesn't have the Prime account?
Exactly.
Except for me.
You see, MS is just like over here, over listening, and just raises
Yeah, okay.
their
I'll
hand in the background.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, I
yeah.
don't, but
All right.
Well, good. Apparently, I've got to figure out how to get mine out of here. I guess I might be good as long as I'm not watching the TV when it happens. But we
yeah,
should
it definitely seems like that's going to be the biggest thing. But I mean, this could, for all we know, this is just one big plan to. I mean, I don't know what the hell you kids are into, but it seems fucked. Definitely tell your friends and family at the very least not to watch the game on Excelsior Prime because they're uploading some scary arcane shit
Yeah.
through the television screens, and it's going to affect a bunch of people. But I don't know why would they want to turn a bunch of people into crocodile folk?
I don't think they're trying to turn people into crocodile folk.
That's what this has. This specifically
they're
has
specifically
crocodile
all
DNA.
Because it
crocodile.
was-
They're all crocodile. It's
Yeah.
got something to do with the mother, what is it? The Bast mother?
The
And
Bast
Miss-
Mother.
Emis comes up behind you and goes, "It's the shit coin."
Yeah, I was
dude."
gonna say it's the shit coin. They're trying so that they can bring it on top.
Oh, they're making everybody crocodile people so that everybody has
Shit
to have
coin.
shitcoin.
Is the
Yeah.
only thing. It's always been about the shit.
Yeah, so I would, like I
It
said,
all
MS,
goes back. to
my
shit.
guy, you should get out of shitcoin because we're gonna stop this, and then shitcoin's gonna
Alright.
go into the ground.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just saying. I'm just saying.
No,
I mean,
now
it'll
that I see
probably
that it's
stay.
connected,
It'll probably
right.
stay stable, like it, because there is still a whole economy that is solely. Go ahead.
right.
Bastard, you got to
Right,
tell
right.
him it's the future. Your argument is the future.
Yeah. So like, shitcoin's not the future though. Like it's
Right. Your argument is the future.
right. Yes. So my argument is the future. And yeah, no, anyway, thank you, Miss Dr. Skeeter, for checking this out for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and hang up now.
Yeah. Good luck with everything.
All
You
right.
didn't.
Like-
You
Hands
didn't.
up.
Thanks.
You don't know any of this. Please forget you learned about
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know the plan. Now we just need to know where.
Probably the actual arena, or well, hold up. Oh wait, hang on.
Hold on.
We're not in the call.
Yeah,
anymore.
the calls. Sorry, guys. I'll get back with you in a minute once I figure out get the rest of this information. Doop. All right.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. That is where we're going to end this session of Sphinx City episode 7. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, you can find at Soyouwannabeadm on pretty much everything. We have a TikTok and Instagram. We have a podcast, So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master. We have a Patreon, a Discord server, a YouTube. It goes on and on and on. And obviously the Twitch, which is where we are right now.
Hang out for a second, Sam, because we're about to go to our newest segment. Well, I say newest. It is technically the newest segment, but the Action Surge.
It is new. We are just about to get into it. But the last thing I want to say before cutting over to that is July 23rd. So You Want to Be a DM presents Mythos University, our next actual play, a 4-episode limited series of the summer. It combines the ideas of Greek mythology and fucking college shit, like Animal House and stuff like that. It's just going to be a goofy, funny time. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Fantastic.
Dionysus
Thanks everyone
House!
so much.